ads are over. Let's try this instead of typing, shall we? Good morning, everyone. Hello, Anna. Hello, Show. Hello, non-working chat. This is really weird. Like, everything about the OBS chat window works except displaying the actual chat. Like, even the users in chat view thingy, that works, but the actual chat does not. Now, where do I put Telopu? Where do I put that chat window from the bot? So that it doesn't block too much. Yeah, I think this works. Alright. How is everyone? Anna, good to hear that you're sleeping well. Feeling rested and all that good stuff. I don't know how warm it is where you are, but I know England is heating up a fair bit again. So, you know, take lots of cold showers and whatnot. So, let's hop into, what was it called? Something Crusades, which I believe is the last area and the last act of the game. Yeah, Nations Crusade, that's the one. We only have that one mission open. We have a record, so we could boost her morale, but we don't really need to, because she's happy already. Luca, however, was pulling us down, wasn't he? What is that cryptic note about? Huh. Okay, that one I remember. This must be older, right? Oh, that is when we found Gardner, I think, who definitely, totally is not secretly an agent of the whatever organization.
This is my first time in Nations Crusade, and I'm hoping it's my last. It's not the dingy, unpainted buildings, or the fact that 1 out of every 3 is condemned and slated for demolition. It's not the gangs of soot-smeared children and turn-of-the-century hand-me-downs playing noisy games in the streets, or the piles of debris gathered at different street corners. It's not even the presence of the well howling in the near distance, or people going about their business as if nothing is out of the ordinary. It's...
Gia! Benny! Look at all the posters!
Nellie sweeps her hand around the block. Every standing wall, whether part of a building or not, is plastered with posters glorifying Annie and her crusade. Or remnants from posters that have been torn down.
Yeah, Annie's got a lot of people behind her around these parts, but not everybody. The dissenters just clam up, at least see your face. The bucketheads, they don't like complaints.
Bucketheads? That's gonna be interesting. Okay, we have a checkpoint here. We have apparently our target here, and that is it for locations at the moment. So that seems to just circumvent both checkpoints. I still get the feeling they had planned this to be like more open world, you know, with more side quests and maybe picking your own route so you avoid checkpoints like this. But well, here we are, I guess.
The largest building on the block, free from posters and grime, slouches against the skyline. Its dark, eye-like belfry casting shadows and judgment on the detritus surrounding it.
Our destination awaits, ladies.
For a community center, the place seems curiously sealed up. Windows are boarded shut, doors are bricked closed, spikes guard tempting ledges, and chains ward off the perimeter.
That's the mission. That's where I snapped the photo. No one's looking this way, so let's bust in pronto.
Wait, where are the guards?
Guards? Why'd they need guards? Look at the place.
Buttoned up or not with what's inside? Fat chance. There has to be something. Benny, they don't need guards. Benny follows my eyes to see a half-dozen open windows facing us and our supposed entrance. An elderly woman with a pie walks past one, sending a disappointed side-eye towards my trousers.
Oh, I see. They got surveillance. Of the busybody variety.
I think we're going discreet. That seems...
We need to find a more discreet entrance.
Oh, if you say so. Follow me. I know exactly the spot.
He leads me past our supposed entrance and into a recessed sewage access tunnel running alongside the mission. Down some stairs, we find a wall of bricks in the shape of an old door. Why didn't you mention this before?
I don't like the smell of this place. It's gross.
With nothing more to add to his simple explanation, he pulls out a crowbar from his backpack and smashes the loosely bricked up doorway, revealing a tunnel behind it after a few solid whacks. Where did you get that crowbar? You didn't have it at the lighthouse.
Nah, I swiped it from Cress's garage last night. Figured we'd need it.
God damn it, Benny.
Here you go, Cress. Thanks.
Why, you little...
You little shit, yeah.
A sharp tingle assails my nostrils with the odor of mildew. The mission is all cracked plaster walls and battered wooden furniture, illuminated by half-melted candles held in rusted iron candelabras.
Hey, what gives? Where's the big thingamajig? I swear it was right here in this room last time. Honest.
You absolutely sure?
I swear on the grave of my grandma, this is the place.
Relax, kid, we believe you. Spread out and look for clues. It's none too clean in here and not a lot of room to hide something that big. I'll bet we can find out what they did with the thing.
Couldn't be that easy, could it? And congrats, Anna, on that very special fortune cookie.
No footprints. Just a thick layer of dust with thin streaks through it, like something was dragged. No one's been here to eat in weeks, but something was here.
I'm guessing it's behind this somehow. So let's check out the rest before.
Neglected and left to the rigors of this unkempt hall, this organ undoubtedly played powerful music in its glory days, blasting forth with songs of praise and celebration, echoing from the walls in triumph. A bulletin board is mounted on the wall. It's covered in desperate pleas for aid, going back for several months. Stale clothes house communities of dust and mold amongst well-expired cans of food and an old helmet inside the giveaway bin. Handprints around the edges indicate they've been moved recently.
So someone has moved stuff around here and not bothered throwing out the old shitty stuff. Excellent.
Several short stacks of chairs spread out unevenly against the rear wall. Hardly the most efficient way to store them, in my mind.
Why did the chairs just disappear?
Wait a second. Deep cracks spread out across the wall call out like a dinner bell on an old farm. Someone tried to cover them up with plaster, but did a poor job hiding anything at all.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the compliment one is much nicer.
With the chairs gone, it's plain that the wall has been patched up with plaster in a big hurry. It's practically still wet, but was hand-dried, causing the cracks to form. I've got it figured, I think.
That's not great, is it? I don't think we're very good at either. Oh! Right, we have Luca and Cress for this nonsense.
Hidden compartments and rooms are a smuggler's bread and butter. Hell, I've plastered over a few walls myself.
Hot dog! That sounds like the doohickey from my snap. Stand back, ladies. I'll make short work of it.
I take a good look at Benny rolling up his
That's
sleeves. I don't
worryingly
think he
easy
tops
so
100
far.
pounds. I'd better step in. The kid's all determination and has a bat, but not enough mass. Whoa, settle down, Benny. We don't want our ace reporter hurt. You've got a story to write. Leave it to me.
Not great, not great. Fucking Lucas' morale needs to go up. Like, what is this nonsense? Oosh.
If this whole thing is a patch job, the studs have probably been cut through. I probe around with the crowbar and end up tearing big wet chunks of plaster out of the wall, exposing a doorway. It's a big mess.
Well. Big ol' red ether reactor here. That's, not great.
The hairs on the inside of my nose stand on end. My head fills with the dull sound of roaring waves, and my breath catches at the sight of Aether, iron, and magic.
Wowzers! I can actually feel the discharging waves in here. This is incredible!
You said it, lady.
The flares of red aether are dazzling my eyes, promising one hell of a headache in the near future. I swear I can feel my fillings vibrating in my mouth. Despite its size, I can see that this hardware has been lashed together with almost no finishing. It's not made to impress, that's for sure. A lone, somewhat shabby office desk sits in front of the amplifier, absurd in the size difference. I see a few schematics piled on top. I'm no scientist, but I know expensive goods when I see them. These whiz-bangs are rare and expensive. No way Nations Crusade could afford them on their own. Temporarily oblivious to my existence, Nellie rushes forward, walking around the amplifier as far as she can manage, mumbling to herself for several minutes.
After my initial observations, I've come to two conclusions. First, the purpose of the amplifier. It is my belief that it is working in concert with other devices within the district to shield Nations Crusade from the well's gravitational forces. Second, the capabilities of the amplifier. I believe it shouldn't take more than a few adjustments to repurpose it to work with Daisy.
So, we could activate the machine from Nations Crusade and not inside the well.
Exactly.
I like the sound of that. Now we just have to make Annie play ball.
Clam up. Someone's coming.
We all stand stiller than Roman frescoes out of a book. Sure enough, voices and footsteps radiate from the front door of the mission. We need to get out of here. We burst into the front room. Someone's at the front door working the locks.
Flee
I
the
have
mission.
only seconds to respond.
Oh, Christ. Yeah, I have a feeling this is a, should-lose situation. Oh, hang on, it's a must-lose, isn't it? 16 plus? Oh no, we do have, okay, +1, +3. Yeah, no, it's entirely impossible. We don't have a level up, right? No, everything was spent.
Benny, Nellie, scram! I grab a construction hard hat from the donation bin and move to force open a window. I'm still trying to get the window unstuck when an impressively large man steps into the room.
Hey, what are you doing?
Ah,
We got intruders!
buckethead.
Run for it!
Yep.
I throw the helmet at the newcomer, then turn and dive through the window. elbows up to protect my face. The rest of my crew follows me as the big man yells for help. We make it out of the mission, but there are more Nations Crusade people flocking to the mission like ants to a picnic. They'll be looking for us now.
Yeah, about that heat, we're not doing that. There it is. Because we need our bonus, otherwise nothing is gonna end well.
Back on the street, a rushing river of bobbing hats ranging in colors and size pulls us into its current. Amongst the crowd, some sing, others dance, yet all wear plastered shark-toothed smiles. What gives? Where are they all headed?
Rather spooky, isn't it?
Looks to me like they're moving over to Quincy Park Terrace.
We're never getting back to the cars in this mess. I must be driving funny as I move slowly through the crowd. Something sinful in my paint job or alien in my eyes, because a kind-eyed woman reaches in and puts her hand on my shoulder.
You look new. I'm glad you're coming along. Annie has a teaching in store for today that will open your eyes.
Ah, I see. Thank you very much.
You are coming, aren't you? This really is something you shouldn't miss.
She speaks half to
Yes,
the crowd while
definitely
her grip
coming.
tightens on my arm. Wandering eyes of passers-by lend countless invisible strings to fasten me in place, keeping my foot only hovering above the accelerator.
You really shouldn't.
She and the crowd have me surrounded. I stare into those eyes and imagine what it means to be a fly trapped in a spider's web. Her grip tightens almost painfully, but then she lets go, walking off with a smile and a wave.
Hope to see you soon.
I'm guessing these auto-trigger.
Sitting still while the rushing water of people flows around him, a ragged man begs behind a threadbare cap with barely enough change to buy a cup of joe. Excuse me, sir. Pardon me for asking, but how come you're not heading to the rally? Plenty more marks in a crowd like that. You could probably rake it in.
You're not from here, are you? Those people won't give me a thing without selling them my soul first. I'm gonna want that for later.
I see. Well, you take care. Nellie runs up, her usual brightness tarnished by a newly revealed discomfort with crowds.
Sounds like Annie's going to be at Quincy Park Terrace. We can talk to her and ask about the amplifiers. See if she'll help us.
Might be a story in it.
Okay. It's been a while since I've been to church, though. Hope the holy water doesn't burn me too badly. The streets are teeming with foot traffic as we make our way to the grand concert hall in Quincy Park Terrace. Luckily, by the time we find somewhere to park in all of the traffic, we're among the last entering the venue.
Lucky us.
The hall features several balcony levels and a sizable auditorium, accommodating tens of thousands. Every square foot of space is crammed with the faithful, packing themselves in, shoulder to shoulder with perfect strangers.
And here, we are safe. Here, we are free. God has decided that we are to live in the storm, that we may shine brightest to those who need salvation.
Right.
The faces of Annie's people are shining with perspiration, shouting their devotion until they're hoarse. I keep a tight grip on Nellie's arm so I don't lose her or Benny in the crowd.
So Annie is not gonna be very open to our suggestion, because she has decided this is gonna be her lovely little what's it called? Not, well, yes, apocalypse, but also you know, when the chosen one ascend to heaven. Yeah. She knows what the well is doing. She's protected her bits, and now has just decided to ride it out while everyone else goes and dies. So that's gonna be a tough sell.
Annie's audience is making a full-course meal of her impassioned sermon. Their eyes shine with the inner light of unshakable faith. I have to hand it to Annie. She's got the meeting out of the palm of her hand.
In the wilderness, surrounded by enemies, Moses held up an image of power upon his staff, an image of fear to the evil, but of salvation to the faithful. Nations Crusade will offer that image in the lowers.
Mm-hmm.
The speech is in full swing, the audience raptly drinking in every drop of Annie's palpable charisma. It's the perfect opportunity to relieve a bystander of his wallet on the sly.
We don't really need money. Yeah, and those choices are not great.
Then again, am I really resorting to petty pickpocketing with everything on the line? Despite the impulse, I maintain my pride and walk away.
You, my friends, need not worry that you are chosen. Behold the yawning vortex of pandemonium. See how those mired in sin falter, while the lambs of our crusade remain strong.
Called it.
Thanks to a bunch of lashed-together Aether amplifiers running interference, that is.
Our prayers have not fallen upon deaf ears. The halls of earthly power cannot help but shake to their very foundations when confronted with our Lord.
If the trust is behind your sudden acquisition of red Aether-powered amplifiers, I have the feeling it's the halls of power shaking you down, sister.
Some call us fools, but those blind to God will see wisdom is folly. While the well is death for some, to us it is God's gift.
I let the even, impassioned speech wash over and through me, trying to see through her words. Is she a nurturer or a fiery rabble-rouser? Deliverer or warlord? Something is going on beneath the surface, where we're not meant to look. I motion with my hands, drawing my group closer together for a conversation.
Hello, Aether&Iron. It's so she can ask you some questions.
Pretty words, but Annie is deliberately downplaying the danger of the well. What's her angle? Does she
Time to
really
take
think
a
people
sip.
can live
Nobody
so
likes
close?
a dried
I
out
do hope
potato.
Annie has plans beyond relying on the amplifiers alone. Surely if she cares for her people, she'll understand the danger the well represents.
Feeling a little of that old-time religion, Dr. Reinhardt?
There has to be a band streamer button. Hello, Happy Darful. Yeah, so we just learned that Annie already has a fancy red Aether contraption that will keep her little place safe from the well, while the rest of the lowers will just fall, crash, and die. So, yeah, Nelly is still a bit naive in her guesses here.
Gia, she just feels different from the other Barons. I say we at least make the attempt to talk it out.
Are you kidding me? Annie is nothing but trouble with a capital T. She's hiding things from her people. Remember that doohickey we saw earlier? She's double-dealing and up to no good.
I see your point, kid, though it doesn't pay to jump to conclusions.
You asked what I thought, and that's what I gave you.
I think Annie is plenty dangerous. Her big talk doesn't really leave a lot of room for criticism or a middle ground.
Never doubt, brothers and sisters, that we of the Nations Crusade are God's chosen people. We will persevere and triumphantly usher in a new heavenly kingdom on earth.
Yeah, something doesn't smell right about this place. And I'm not talking about the pickled cabbage in the soup kitchen.
I appreciate your caution, but I hope you're mistaken. We need her help.
And now, brothers and sisters, turn to your neighbor and embrace them. For there are no strangers in this barony. All are the children of God.
Nellie squeezes Benny like a rag doll. The kid blushes to the roots of his hair. I can't help but laugh, but I choke it down as someone approaches me from my blind side and hugs me tightly.
Yeah, probably not a good idea to make a commotion in the middle of, what, 10,000, more or less, fanatics?
I seize at first, ready to break the grab and toss them on their can. But when in Rome, I sigh and pat their arm in affirmation. Thanks. Thank you. That was a nice hug. You can let go now, please. Now. Bless you. Let go.
Bless you also, sister. Are you new to the flock?
Yes, that's right. A friend told me about this place. Thought I'd come see for myself.
That's marvelous news. Your friend is truly doing good work. Here, take this. Perhaps it will help you
And now
along
we're
the
getting a
path.
The
pamphlet.
grabby congregant is all smiles and eager energy as they push a pamphlet into my hands.
Yep.
I can tell they won't take no for an answer.
You should visit Annie at your first opportunity. I'm sure she could show you the way better than my poor words ever could. You'll find her at her home, Gethsemane. Her doors are open to all.
Good idea. Thanks, pal.
And now, my friends, neighbors, brothers, and sisters, let us bow our heads in prayer.
That's our cue. We make our exit as Annie guides the crowd through the end of her service. We take a breather, then head over to the Gethsemane retreat to talk with Annie face to face.
Subtle, isn't she? What should I name my home and headquarters? Oh yeah, Gethsemane. Yeah, that seems about right. Now we could lay low here, I guess. You know what? Why not?
It's not much to look at.
Get rid of
But
all
when
the heat.
holding up in a place surrounded by allies who have already faced the worst this neighborhood has to offer, the sense of being hunted feels distant. That's more important than all the creature comforts of a swank high-rise. They say a good outlaw can sleep anywhere, and I've put that notion to the test over the years. It's a relief to know your friends have your back while you wait for things to cool off.
Might as well try this. Yet.
I'd say the place has been picked clean, but there's nothing clean about it. It's empty and spent. I checked the address twice before parking and walking up. It's an utterly plain brownstone stuck right between two boarding houses. Hardly the fortress or palace I expected. We walk right up to Annie's home. The door is ajar. Playing it safe, I poke my head in. Several of her armed faithful are inside. They all take note, but are not in formation or attention. One of the bucketheads walks over to us.
Welcome to Gethsemane, pilgrim.
The knight's eyes flicker over the pamphlet in my hand.
Ah, you're one of the flock. Right this way, Annie's in a garden. She prefers to relax there after a service.
The guards lead us through to Annie's backyard garden. Nellie bursts forth from the group, wandering around to admire the features and flowers as if she didn't have a care in the world, humming like a honeybee.
Huh. I wonder if we had rejected the hug, we probably wouldn't have the pamphlet, and might have had a new skill check here or something.
The garden's presence and the relative squalor of Nation's Crusade is a testament to how
Why
badly
are you
Annie's
trying to sneak,
followers
Benny?
wish to please her. The hedges are perfectly trimmed, the fountain and pond fresh and clean, the stonework well maintained. As we enter, Annie is kneeling in front of a makeshift altar. Her eyes are tightly shut as she murmurs softly. The only sight marring this idyllic scene is the ever-present well, boiling and booming in the distance.
The stealth one, he says. And ooh, 20 streak. Get the peelers. Hiding behind a head. Ah. Not sure which game that is.
From behind the tall buildings around the brownstone, I can make out the bitter promise that is the well. A promise of oblivion, an end to futures. Though the tall buildings outside Gethsemane would normally look quite intimidating, the skyline actually does a very good job of obscuring the well. Was this spot chosen for that reason? Crafty. Beautiful flowers adorn the trimmed vines climbing up the walls of the courtyard. The bright pastel colors are as vibrant as any painting, drawing the eye away from the skyline's gloom. The picnic basket in front of the hedge is chock full of fresh fruits and cheese. Even from several feet away, the scent of the ripened bounty fills the air. I see Benny skulking near the rear wall of the garden, where he's examining the flowering vines. From the way he keeps looking back and forth, it looks like he's up to no good.
Damn. Also, can fucking Luca cheer up for once? Holy shit. Oosh, nope.
Benny's so focused on the flowering vines that he doesn't see me coming. He leans forward, sniffing at the flowers. Steadying himself with his jacket open, his hand shakes with anticipation before making the grab. Hey, Benny. Benny wheels around, clearly worried about being caught. While he turns, my off hand darts out to grab a red flower, but his sudden movement knocks it out of my hand. It sails to the ground, squashed.
Ha ha ha. Smooth, lady. Real smooth.
Aw, shut up.
Call that success.
In the shade of a tree located in the center of the garden, a makeshift altar has been prepared atop a stone wall circling the tree's trunk. Upon my approach, Annie finishes her prayer and rises to her feet gracefully. As she rises, an axe lying on the ground is revealed just next to her altar. She follows my eyeline and smiles, her eyes sparkling with curiosity.
Welcome, sister. Thank you so much for waiting. You must be new to the neighborhood, but I've already heard of you. You visited the mission on West 31st, am I right? You left quite a mess. But don't worry, all's forgiven.
Don't
be overly concerned, friends. You could have saved yourself some trouble and asked first. I would have been happy to show you around.
I apologize for any trouble we caused. I assure you, our reasons were sound.
Don't worry, friend. Speak your mind. There's nothing to hide here. Well, you've searched me out and you found me. What can I do for you?
Yeah, about that, gigantic problem in your backyard.
Your island butts right up against the well. Aren't you worried about the well sucking this place down like a raw oyster?
What my associate means to say is, how do you plan to deal with the well in the long term? Even amplified etheric shields will only work for so long.
By the grace of God we have endured. Surely you don't believe that the will of our Lord, who has conquered death itself, would falter against something so base as an inverted gravitic anomaly.
What?
Shh. Go on, please.
Or maybe it's some unique etheric property, localized, of course, that resists the vortex's force. I don't pretend to be an expert, but I believe Richter's theories on aether vortices touch upon such a possibility.
To my side, I see Nellie go pale. She wasn't expecting this, and neither was I. Annie is a zealot, to be sure, but also an educated zealot, using terms I barely understand. She's also lying through her teeth. Let's get down to brass tacks, Annie. We need your help, and we need it right now. Time is running short for all of the lowers, and we think you have the key to our survival.
Anything I can do to help my fellow brothers and sisters, of course. Speak your piece.
Look, I don't have time for your hokey speeches, and I don't have cash for the offering plate. We're talking about people's lives here. Let's dispense with the Sunday school and talk amplifiers.
What a pity. I was hoping we would get along.
The well is getting bigger, and if we don't do something to close it up real fast, the entire lowers is history. And by how close you bunch are, you shouldn't have to guess who'll be gobbled up first. We've got a plan. Nellie here made a device that should put the whole thing to bed, but it needs your red aether amplifier you're using to shield.
What?
How dare you!
The woman recoils like a bear stumbling across a mirror and its own reflection. Annie's face flushes. Maybe the first human response I've really seen coming from her. Now we're getting somewhere. That's right. That big machine we saw at the mission. We know what it's for, and what it does. It's doing its job for now, but...
But not for long. Miss Annie, the well is growing at an accelerated rate. You've bought your people some time, but those amplifiers won't hold. If we wish to secure their safety, you must work with us.
Besides which, playing games with people's lives ain't kosher, lady. You'd better help us out, or we'll blab to everyone what a crummy dump this is.
I turn to Benny slowly, my eyes wide. Before I can say anything, Annie's scowl hardens into an animal snarl. She bares her teeth. I don't think she's ready to use that axe on us just yet, but she's getting there.
You would dare!
I flinch away in the face of Annie's fury. Nellie to my left gasps. Benny, bless him, snaps a photo out of habit. Annie's eyes are flashing with panic and rage. She grinds her teeth so hard I'm surprised I can't smell smoke.
You have no place here. Guards! Take them! Put them to the question!
Whoa, look, let's just talk about...
Come on, gang.
Time to get out of here.
Come back here. Annie says you can't leave.
I think I'll put that off for a while, thanks. Nellie sits beside me silently, still mazed. I know she was hoping for the best out of Annie. She's disappointed, and I don't blame her.
If we make it through this, it's going to make for one heck of a scoop.
Sit in the back and keep your head down, kid. It's about to get dangerous.
Okay. Eliminate all opponents. Well, that's easily said. Okay, projectile vulnerability, collision vulnerability. Go here. Okay. She's before Luca, so we need to have a good shot opportunity first, so maybe him. Can shoot him from both sides. And then for Luca, maybe him or him? Nah, him. I forgot we installed that on Crass's car. Okay, these two... Oh no, the flamethrower is direct. Yeah, so these two. Nice and thoroughly roasted. I could ram him, but like, does that move him back one? Not entirely sure what kind of repulsors are installed. Because I definitely want to use Luca to ram him into him. Generate a lot of damage, hopefully. Yeah, I think we might just pull back forward a bit. Okay. God, sure. Thank you very much for the Prime resub. Right, we bought this as well. How do we apply these? Oh, right, it has longish range, doesn't it? What do you mean can't move here? Sure you can. Just do this. And then you do... The fuck? This is not working as it should. Like, look, this has clearly one entire field. I guess it can't go through one. It will arm instantly. Sure. Bit annoying, but sure. How long does the last 2 rounds? Excellent. Okay. Oh, what? Sure. Do that. And then we... No, that's evade. And then we do our jump. That almost kills him already, right? Oh, grenades count as projectiles as well. Excellent. Oh, it's the left side. You know what? Sure, we have all these AP now. Might as well start using them. Hello, Mira. I would say, shouldn't you be sleeping, but I don't know, that's not how you work. I hope you're having a good day, though. Okay, step 1. Boop. Step 2, counter ram. Step 3, simply ram. You know what? Gonna do it again. And then we move out of the way. Sure. I'm good, I'm good. Damn, thunderbolts and lightning.
Whoa,
Very, very
I love
frightening.
the axe.
The hell is that? Ooh, an Aether drain.
Just a flesh wound.
A pretty strong flesh wound, Gia. That's a problem. And we're dead. Fucking hell. Plenty of... Oh. Right, time to skipper.
Annie says you...
I think I'll put that off now.
Right. In general, that was not a bad idea, though. Can I do that twice? No, right? Only once per turn. So this still is the best choice. We just can't go all in with Gia as we did. And... well, that lasts 3 rounds as well, so I can just debuff everyone over time. Like that. Yeah, a roast. And just finish, I guess. I could also pull someone out with the switcheroo. Not now, I guess, but yeah, that's something to keep in mind. What do you mean can't move here? Sure you can. See? Easy. Now we move over here. Up over here. Hi. Maybe we just do the bootleg turn, yeah, and shoot him again. Huh. Can only ram once, right? That's actually not bad, because now we have an option to bugger out. Oh right, that still needs AP. Oh, I haven't even thought of that. Oh well. Okay, Luca. First, blow up these two. Does it matter in which order? Not really. Bye. Activate counter ram. How far does this reach? Excellent. Yoink. And you have the should not have moved behind him. Oh well. Guess we taunt him so that he rams, but he's gonna do the whole Aether drain, isn't he? Fuck it. Rapido, please. Yeah, see, that's much better. Might not seem much better, but it is. Right, just you have slow debuff, you have no debuffs. You have 6 HP, you have 9, it doesn't really matter. So, drive over here, heal him. And, I guess we apply that here, and that here, and then we're just done. We don't even need help. Yeah, I might just use this to get Luca a bit more up. Oh, that's actually neat. If I had AP to move up here, I could actually do something. Huh. Yeah, so he is projectile vulnerable. Bye.
Tank's leaking.
I guess that alone makes healing him up worthwhile. And then we shoot him. Easy.
My heart starts slowing back down to normal as the nation's Crusade cars are left in the distance. I roll down my windows to vent the pervading smell of cordite in the air.
What do we do now?
Everyone in that car is
pull us
entirely
out.
deaf.
Without any good reason.
Let's head back to the hole. We didn't come all this way just to quit. We'll find a way.
First time, every time. Exactly. Ooh, nice. More heat reduce and some produce. Ooh, we finally have an illegal item. Crazy. Okay. Do we have any, like, secretive compartment that is actually big enough? No. So we just, you know, grab it. Okay, now we go back home, I guess. Ooh, through a checkpoint.
The roadway ahead narrows into a toll road like nothing I've ever seen before. An entire mobile unit of bucketheads is gathered at the checkpoint, including manned squads of intercept cars and heavy battle wagons.
Holy cats! Look at all that hardware!
It would be suicide to try and blow past this checkpoint, so I stop the car. The second the brakes take hold, a shack next to the checkpoint opens, and a pastor steps out, flanked by 2 armored bucketheads.
Not the bucketheads.
Good day, child. Let's take a quick look, hmm? And let's not forget the toll.
Charging a toll here is akin to extortion, but they have the heavy weapons, and I don't. I fork my money over with the reluctance of a war widow removing her wedding band.
Very good. Now let's see.
One of the bucket heads walks over to the pastor with a folded piece of paper. The pastor reads it carefully, then looks up at us squinting. I know that look. He's recognized us somehow.
Yes, somehow.
Prepare yourself for the wages of sin.
Things are about to get tight if I can't think of a way out of this situation. Battle-ready vehicles surround us at every turn. We can't outrun the interceptors, or outgun the battle wagons.
I like this. Unfortunately, a 16 is hard to roll with a 12 and a 1. Oh no, look. Some donations.
You could turn us in, it's true. But maybe there's another way. Could you see your way through to taking a quick smoke break? The pastor's mouth hangs open for a moment. Whatever he was about to say, I can practically hear his brains shifting gears.
An interesting proposition. I suppose I could enjoy a quick respite. If only I could afford the bill for dinner. And cigars for my men.
Fine by me. More than you'd make after a dozen stops. And all of it done without the fuss and muss of paperwork.
No, exactly
I
as
can
much
see
as you
that
make from a
support our
half dozen
cause most
stops.
generously, child. I bid you go along your path and sin no more.
It's
Well,
an
that was easy.
expensive way out, but it could have been worse. Much worse. They wave us through. I can't leave fast enough.
Honestly, that was not all that expensive. Yeah, 60 is not, and like the fucking illegal fruit and produce crate sells for more than the toll and the bribe. Not to mention, you know, if we had gotten into combat, we would have to spend very expensive healing items. Like, this was not an expensive way out. Some expensive cabbages, yes. Yeah, I think we can sell that. Buy the caltrops. No, I do like the flames, so those can get sold. And of course the produce. Bam. I don't think we're ever gonna use these, are we? Because White Street is kind of done. Okay, healing item. Dreamland Dito, we're never going back. This is... right, respecking, healing items, improved repulsors. Plus 4 AP. That might be better than what we have. Yeah, that's the same flamethrower we have. So, nothing really new in here, right? No. Nothing interesting to buy. Okay. Hang on, there's 2 pages now? Oh, just because this one is getting full. Fair enough. Really? It doesn't sort these? That's silly.
Back so soon.
Can I sell you? No, that was the
got
wrong
a new
button.
shipment in.
Oh, apparently we don't have any quest items to sell. Fair enough.
You do much business in Nations Crusade?
Anywhere there is demand, I provide supply. This woman in charge there, she has created a great deal of demand. I would be foolish not to capitalize.
Demand for what?
Come now, Giovanna. Let's not be prudish.
We've both given confession before. No? Can't remember the last time. Whatever sort of pleasures you may have shamefully admitted to in the dark of that wooden booth likely have much in common with the things I provide for Nation's Crusade. Stealing comics off a dime store shelf? Tiana's laugh is beautiful, as much for its rarity as its plush velvet tones. Every time we chat, I learn something interesting about your past. Any new tidbits to share? Sharing goes two ways, you know. You have information I do not. And as you say, our ledger is not balanced. You owe me. Okay then. What do you want to know? In this work, we are careful not to leave a trail behind us. Yes? There are always traces. Signs in the dirt. Ways you can tell business has been conducted. But there is one group who never, ever leaves traces. You mean the Trust? What do you know of them? Probably less than you do. Some shadowy group of ghouls pulling the city's strings, right? A shadow falls across Tiana's face, framing her sharp features in stark contrast, like a portrait whose color has been leached off the canvas. Stories, Giovanna, have power in them. Even in myth and legend and lies, there is truth. There are forces at play in the world we dare not imagine. Come on. You trying to scare me? Yes. If you learn anything more, let me know. And please be careful.
Well, okay then.
See you soon.
Okay, let's fix us up real quick. Ah, 1 HP. Okay, for 3 scrap and $0, I think we might as well repair it. Okay, we don't really need to up our scrap. I don't think we got anything to change on the cars. And we haven't brought anything to her, so there shouldn't be anything in here. Yeah, okay.
I'm on my third belt of the good stuff and just starting to feel warm when things go in all directions, as usual. And, as usual, Apollo is the one who starts it off.
We could move in on the mission disguised as supplicants, set up an ambush, and take the amplifier by force. They're complacent and slow. Well, I'll bet you yourself could take at least 5, darling.
We might get away with it in the short term, Apollo, but there are Nation Crusade missions all over the lowers. Fighting them off would be a waste of time and resources. There has to be something she wants.
Either way, we need that amplifier array. Countless people will die if we don't do something.
Nellie's right. Like it or lump it, we need those amplifiers. And it doesn't matter how we get them, only that we get them. And fast. Frankly, guys, I'm fresh out of ideas. Apollo, Sam, what do you think?
We could just take the amplifier array. Maybe we could call for additional support from Sophie's Does and Lucas Ledgman. They're good in a scrap.
I hope you're not suggesting what I think you're suggesting. We don't have anything like a standing army. Annie and her bucketheads would squash us like bugs.
Not if we made a deal with some of those gray caps for some aether weapons of our own. That would shut them up in a hurry, I'll bet.
Wonder weapons aren't any kind of substitute for boots on the ground, Apollo. And even if they were, the Trust would gladly supply Annie with her own. Escalation isn't the answer here.
I don't think negotiation is either, old man.
What's your read on all this, Nellie?
Well, we tried talking. It didn't work, but perhaps we went about it from the wrong angle. Or the truth was too much to take in at once. Or...
Nellie, slow down. We could look at all the things that went wrong another day. What matters is what we're going to do about Annie now.
I know, I just... There really are no easy answers in the lowers, are there?
Tough and tougher choices, remember? So what's your gut say about Annie? Her eyes turn skyward, as though searching for answers in the rafters. None appear.
I wanted to work with her, but I suppose if that's not an option, if we have the means to take the amplifiers by force, we should.
You're serious?
It's an option, isn't it? The well's growing fast. If we don't get those amplifiers, it'll be too late. All my work, what happened to my colleagues, it'll all have been for nothing.
I've been thinking it over, and I have an idea of how to bring Annie to the table. Annie's strength comes from the overwhelming support of her people, but there are cracks in the foundation. We can work with that. Eliminate her support, and we eliminate Annie. Exposing her lies and half-truths will make her people turn on her, which leads me to our secret weapon. Benny, how many photos did you snap during our little trip through Nation's Crusade?
I got about 3 rolls worth. Not all of them are keepers, of course, but still, that's something like 70 snaps? 70. Hot dog.
If we expose those photographs and disseminate them effectively, the little pisher's pictures might be just what we need to show the people what's really keeping them safe.
Nice work, kid. Want a job? We can always use another set of eyes.
I'll pass. I'm a reporter, not a
You really don't
revolutionary.
need to bring Hot
You
Dog
can have
back.
the film, but then you're on your own.
I should convince Benny to stick around. He's good at sticking his nose into Annie's business, and he's better with a camera than I am. And I hate to admit it, he's growing on me. I could use a few laughs.
Ravenir wants to be insulted, so here we go. You are a rusty bum gremlin.
Rusty? Haven't had much de-rusting time lately, Rev. Good evening.
Benny's got a big heart and will always try to do the right thing. Benny, can you really say that taking down the Trust is a story you want to step away from?
You got a point there.
So what do you say, Big Mouth? Are you in?
Okay, you talked me into it. But I have conditions. I want my own room, I want 3 squares a day. Oh, and I want a box of good cigars.
I think we can manage that, kid. Now, we've got your photos. That's a good starting point. But if we're going to turn the people against Annie, we need to know where to find the proof that she's lying.
Oh boy, have I got some leads for you. Corruption, fraud, incompetence, malfeasance.
Well, what of what Benny just said leads into Annie's love life? I'm very confused. And I'll refer to the experts on that one, Rev.
I don't suppose you've looked into Annie's love life, Benny.
Sure, the word on the street is that Annie has a secret lover. A real handsome fella with a...
No, Gia, Benny, that's the wrong type of muck. We need to get people angry, inspired. What do we have that shows Annie failing?
Oh, I don't know. Her entirely fucked up soup kitchen that is now used to hide the machine we need?
Annie might have her people in an iron grip morally, but they still need to blow off steam somehow. How do they shake a leg without any booze or gambling?
I did hear a rumor that there's this humongous dance. I've been trying to track it down. Huge party. The whole thing is a big secret since it was banned.
A dance?
Yeah. Word is, it moves from place to place so it can't be rumbled by the bucketheads. Sure would make Annie look like a sucker, right?
I'll say. It wouldn't look good for Annie to be caught slipping.
A movement like Annie's grows with gatherings, to spread the good word. Have you looked into her rallies and sermons? Anything we can use?
So there's this big pilgrimage thing that Annie's got. All about her. Seems there's been problems lately. Mysterious things. Attacks, money going missing. It all stings to high heaven.
That's more like it. Anything else?
I'm impressed, Benny. You came through with some good leads.
Aw, shucks.
You see, my friends? This young man is already paying off for us. Well done, lad. But you have a lot to learn and not much time. I think one of our members should mentor young Benito here.
Good idea, old man. What do you think, Gia? Who should look after Benny in the short term?
Oof. I think Luca?
Benny's got a lot of heart, but he needs to toughen up. Add some muscle. I say
Anyone
we pair
but
him up
me,
with Luca.
yeah.
Put a little meat on his bones.
All right, I'm ready, coach. Let me at him. I'll make with the old 1-2 and lay him out for the 10 count before they know what's coming.
Settle down, boy. You've got to learn to crawl before you can stand. You've got to stand to fight.
Oh god, Benny is an actual part of the crew now. Okay, what were we doing with Luca? More grease monkey is always good, I guess. Oh yeah, the heavy ram. Reducing their AP. Yeah, that was definitely where we were going. And for Gian, we got the grenade, which is great. Both Smooth Talker and Phantom are useful, I guess. This, not so great. The whole evade hasn't really paid off so far. I've only used Aether Void like once so far. I guess I should really try and use that more often, especially now that we have so many AP. We could finally get some smarts in, but honestly, at this point, it doesn't feel right. So, yeah, maybe we just grab some more Smooth Talker. Okay, what were we working on with Cress? Yeah, I think either of those is a good shout now. And that is sexy. Yeah, I think. Let's see if we get 2 level ups. Well, one more after this. We could get that. Yeah, let's go with that. Oh, I guess there's multiple versions of this then, depending who you apprentice him to. Benny Big Mouth Castellano is a young and scrappy reporter on a mission to expose the city's darkest secrets. Armed only with a street orphan's knowledge, a sharp nose for news, and a press pass. Who gave him a press pass? Relentless in his pursuit of the truth, Benny's curiosity is only exceeded by his boundless pep. Attributes, brass, and hustle. Yeah, I don't think we're changing anyone at this point. We have a solid lineup. Actually, I kinda assumed he was lying. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at the codex. Pretty sure we unlocked, yeah. Annie the Axe Sullivan. Repent and be spared? Is there a third option? There's not even a second option. To the residents of the nation's Crusade, living in fear of volatile ether storms, Annie the Axe Sullivan Walker offered a simple choice. Repent and be spared. And thus, the penitent found salvation in the safety of her mission. Seemingly by her divine command, the storms pass harmlessly over her faithful followers, devastating the rest of the lowers. Yeah, as long as her machinery holds. And of course the bucketheads. Fanatics and flunkies, every single one of them. When Annie Sullivan Walker's popular revolt overthrew the old Baron and placed her in charge of the island, she became more than a spiritual leader. Suddenly it was necessary to provide justice, law and order, and border security to the people of her newly found barony. What began as a sort of civil militia quickly regularized, what a word, into a professional fighting force headquartered in her mission buildings. Each fighting force elects a Samaritan to serve as their martial and religious leader, carefully weighing each candidate's spiritual and earthly virtues before making their selection. Okay. Nation's Crusade. I think we had that last time. Didn't have this one. Coincy Park Terrace. Zio took me to see the Adelaide sisters here when I was a kid. Doubt that even let them into the building now. Named for one of the country's more irascible? I'm guessing that's irascible. I have no idea what that means though. Named for one of the country's more irascible leaders, this iconic performance venue has hosted some of the greatest musical acts of all time, in addition to various political and social gatherings. After Annie the Axe's reign began, however, its ceiling resembles more of a revival tent, and its cavernous hall rarely echoes with anything other than hymnals and lordly praise. In this way, the terrace stands as a vanguard to the strict moral policies governing what passes for fun in the nation's crusades. Having or showing a tendency to be easily angered, I see. Missions. Just remember, every free bowl of soup comes with a side sermon. When Annie the Axe brought an end to the threat of Aether storms, she did little to quell the rumors that her reign was a product of divine providence. Pilgrims flocked to Nation's Crusade to deliver offerings and listen to her message, taking refuge in the public sanctuaries she calls missions. Styled after the majestic liturgical buildings of the old world, these vast fortified structures offer both material and spiritual protection to anyone in need. Provided they stick around to hear the good word, of course. Right, yeah, I'm gonna try one thing for a bit. I wanna see his, yeah, brass and hustle. Okay, so he shares the hustle. He's the only one so far, isn't he? No, Sophie had that too, didn't she? Also, changing a hero, just, oh, interesting. So because Benny is entirely new, it lowers my heat. That's funny. Yeah, she has the hustle in smart, and he has the hustle in... Okay. No, he did not decrease. Heat is still at 2. That's something that's missing here. I would love to just be able to lay low here, unless I can do that here somehow.
Yes?
Had a feeling the sit down with Annie wouldn't go smoothly. Just didn't think it'd take a sharp turn sideways.
I don't understand. She's seen the well. She must know what'll happen if left unchecked. Why wouldn't she want it fixed? Surely that would impress her followers more than some stage showmanship.
Hell if I know. Maybe she bought into the lie herself. Or maybe she's more conniving than we thought. Either way, I doubt she'll bend unless we make her.
I hope she does. All those people are on the edge of the well. If the well breaks through those towers... Oh, it'll be really bad, Gia. Goodbye for now.
There's a heavy feeling in the air tonight. Benny sits at a table with a hangdog impression, an open root beer on the table in front of him. He barely acknowledges me as I sit. Hi there, kid. What's with the Basset Hound impression? Someone break your pencil?
Oh, hi, Gia. I got a problem, see? There's this girl. I think she's real swell.
Nellie, right?
How did you know?
Magic smuggler powers? Come on, it's obvious. She's cute, she's smart, and she's the only one here not old enough to be your mother. What's not to like?
I just don't know what to do. Should I ask her out? Or maybe get her a little gift? Or just forget about it? I mean, she's class. And I'm just me.
I hate to dampen your burgeoning thoughts of romance, young man, but Eleanor is quite absorbed with her research. I doubt she would have time to deal with your infatuation.
I'm about to fire back at Alistair for his unasked-for opinion, but Benny's excited exclamations have attracted the attention of some of our mutual associates. Apparently they have their own thoughts to share. This should be good.
How old is Benny meant to be? Because I assumed he was like 14, 15 at most. And Nellie is young, but like not teenager young, right? Nobody should seriously be thinking about this.
Hey kid, you want to get a girl's attention? 3 things. Be aloof, do something great in front of her, and as soon as she's interested, disappear. You leave her hungry for more, she'll be chasing you before you know it.
When I started seeing Diane, I got some great advice from an older guy. Always have a plan. Take her to Stortini's, tell him I sent you. Good food and a friendly place, then a walk through the park. She'll appreciate the effort. Trust me.
Benny is wilting under the merciless deluge of well-meaning romantic guidance. I put a hand on his arm and lean in to give him some big sister counsel. Benny, I'm sorry to say this, but you're a reporter. Look at the facts. Nellie's a scientific genius from the heights.
Not
Once this
how
is
I
all
would have
over,
gone about this, but
she'll probably
sure.
go back home. Do you think you'd fit in there?
Oh, shucks. Yeah,
Oh, shucks.
I don't know what I was thinking. You're right. I don't got any business with an angel like that. Just forget the whole thing.
Giovanna. Do
Nothing
Vigenia.
here.
Cress sits near the radio, staring dead-eyed off into some corner of the bar, listening intently to the voice desperately escaping its wicker cage.
We have reports from Miller's Grove in New Jersey. At approximately 6 a.m. this morning, local time, an object that astronomers have been tracking from Mars has landed in Mr. Orson's cow field.
Just in time, Gia. The world's ending. Just serve yourself. It's all on the house. I'm just gonna go lie down.
Oh, stop that.
Goddamn,
Most
Thomas.
certainly is not. We would have known from proper sources, not this. It's some big juvenile prank, that's all.
What's going on?
This is more of the world's parody.
All of you.
We can see it now. A shape coming out of the crater. What's that? It's carrying a small mirror. A jet of fire just sprung from the mirror. Dear God! It struck the approaching men, turning them into flame!
The wave of static amplifies the last words from the voice on the radio. Even Alistair starts to look concerned while hiding behind one of his books.
I assure you there are no such things as Martians. If there were, I know a handful of organizations that would have found proof.
Come on, Professor. There could be life. Schiaparelli's canals on Mars may have been disproven, but there's water in the polar caps and an atmosphere.
What's going on, Cress?
The broadcast started a little while ago. An astronomer named Dr. Verne had been observing strange things coming from Mars.
And this guy is a legitimate astronomer?
He
Brilliant.
most certainly is not.
I haven't heard of him or read any of his work, but free home archives aren't always the most up-to-date.
I see Thomas's feet sticking out from behind the bar. He believes it. Or he could just be going along with the joke. Mars can't really be attacking.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just received word from General Hammond. He is pulling back his forces. Wires from San Francisco, London, Cairo, and Jakarta. The Martians have begun a planet-wide...
I have to make a few calls. Thomas, do you have a phone? No, don't get up.
I'll find it.
Quiet, all of you. I need to listen.
For those of you at home, please, we are receiving word that we may soon have to go off the air. It's New York. New York is under attack in what survivors say is a fireball that fills the sky.
Ah, see? Just one of those radio stories. They play all the time down on the docks to pass the time.
Good. I'm glad that's settled. There are no such things as Martians. You can come out, Thomas. If New York was under attack, we'd know about it.
Thomas begins to rise from behind the bar when a small island tremor, something felt at least a dozen times a day, sends him back down. You really think there could be life on Mars, Cress?
Millions of stars. And we're the only planet with something. I don't buy it. We got 2 planets in our solar system alone that could support life. Also, it can't just be us.
And where are these others? These aliens flying around in their saucers and ships?
We have with us a Dr. Carter who has investigated the wreck. Doctor, please tell us what you have concluded about the smooth surface of the object. Are you sure it traveled from Mars?
Cress stays silent, listening to the broadcast and tuning Gardner out entirely. I find a seat and lean in, throwing Gardner a slight grin and an eye roll. Come off it, Professor. How long did it take for us to fly this high? How long before we're flying around the galaxy in our own ships?
All right, you have me there. Who knows? Perhaps we will all be living on Mars with some strange alien neighbor before too long.
Any
that doesn't
day
seem
now,
too
surely.
far-fetched. We're neighbors already, and I don't find you too strange. Even Gardner gives a faint smile as snorts and chortles pop up around the root cellar, like spring flowers in a thawing soil.
It was not by man's power that those great Martian machines fell, but by the work of humble and invisible attackers that God in his wisdom placed upon this green earth.
I see we're going with the original ending. Hey, Luca is finally finally no longer depressed. It was about time.
Luca and Sophie lean over a table on its last legs. It's clean enough not to stain the faces of their cards, but only just. Sophie sighs dramatically, leaning back in her chair. She makes what, to the casual observer, might look like a sneaky gesture. To me, it looks like she's trying to get Luca to notice the ace she drops in her lap.
Hey, what the hell is that? You trying to pull a fast one?
Oh, come on, darling. Who needs to pull a fast one when you're so slow?
I've had enough of this. If you can't win without cheating, why even play?
The tone in Luca's voice
Cheating is
raises
part
my
of the play.
hackles. I've seen his anger before, and I'd rather he not try to punch Sophie in the gut. Stop. The two of you stop right now.
Hey, this isn't my fault. I'm just playing an honest game of cards, and this woman would steal from her own mother.
Correction, Luca. I do steal from my mother.
Sophie's toying with him. She clearly isn't playing cards to win, but to get under Luca's skin. Fine. You want a fair game? Slide me the cards. I'll deal.
Fine.
Splendid, Giovanna.
The hell is stud? I think
I
we're
get up from the
stopping
table
this
to
here.
leave, glancing at Luca and Sophie. Far from calming down, the two seem closer to violence than before. I think you both need to cool down. Go for a walk or something.
Well, I think Sophie's been cheating this whole time, and you just didn't notice it.
Please, darling. I don't have to cheat to beat you.
God damn it. I just got that morale back up. Fuck's sake.
Hello again.
A lot happened in Dreamland. How are you holding up?
Couldn't be better, considering the circumstances.
No regrets over leaving Dreamland to fend for itself?
We Does are used to running our own territory. And my people know how to run the ship. Honestly, being out here is doing me a favor. It saves me from all the planning and public relations and arguments.
Marm might have been the one at the top, but you were the Doe's leader. You think Dreamland can handle itself without you?
I imagine they'll be occupied. Those who grieve Marm will be planning the memorial,
and those who don't will be celebrating. There'll be some infighting, but nothing serious until we've paid her last fare.
Surprised the Does would respect that.
She was our mother. Anyone foolish enough to try a premature grab at power will find themselves buried in a cheap pine casket. In the meantime, I've instructed my people to focus on recovery. Make donations, cede territory, monitor the Does, and ensure Winnie is cared for.
I heard Dreamlands had its share of skirmishes with Nation's Crusade in the past. What's your take on them?
Oh, darling. We could spend an evening on it, and it would barely scratch the surface.
Humor me.
Well, if you insist. They are moralizing, teetotaling dullards. And the missionaries are always so tedious to deal with.
That bad, huh? I'll bet if I asked a Nation's Crusader, they'd give a similar assessment about you folk.
I have no doubt. After all, Dreamland is built on vice. Everything your heart desires is available to buy or sell, and moral judgment is so tacky. Needless to say, they detest us. Take care.
Whatever Luca and Cress are drinking, it smells like burnt carpet mixed with bleach. The side of the label says it's from Chicago.
Gia, join us. It's the anniversary of the Fahrenheit strikes.
Sit.
Luca's cheeks have gained some color, and Cress is swaying in her seat. I can't tell if they're drunk or merely poisoned by the concoction in the bottle on the table. Did I miss something, Cress? You two have some secret history?
Nah, never met the little lady. But we both pay respects to the holiday.
The day when the rats and the legimen fought side by side and won.
I hardly think that either side won.
Gardner's comment is scarcely more than a mumble from the corner. Neither of my companions seem to notice.
Come on, Gia. Drink.
I haven't heard of the Fahrenheit strikes.
There was this island where the Aether&Iron and Ledgemen went on strike together over working hours mandated at 14 a day.
It was really something. Went on for months. The Baron cut food coming in.
Because with the workers in revolt, the local economy was destroyed.
Neither of them look at Gardner, who appears to be nursing his own much more palatable drink in between turning pages of a book.
Eventually, the strike succeeded and the workday was cut to 10 hours. And no pay cut. Everyone won.
Except the Baron. I heard he fell off a ledge, or maybe got lost in a tunnel.
Why does it smell?
Ugh, why does it smell so bad?
During the strikes, when everything was shut down, food was going bad.
That's the equivalent of toilet wine,
had
isn't
to pool
it?
resources. Came up with this drink. It was damn near industrial.
We called it hot lemonade. We had lemons.
Correction,
They
it's
had
Fanta.
milk.
And we managed to scare up some, homemade
Alcoholic
hooch.
Fanta. Excellent.
Solvent.
Heated it all up. Somehow that kept the lemons from curdling the milk.
It doesn't look like you're drinking that now.
Thomas didn't have any milk, so I asked him for something strong and disgusting.
I pick up the glass, watching the expressions on my compatriots' faces. Cress nods enthusiastically, while Luca appears concerned. As the liquid hits my tongue, I'm hit with a wave of nausea. I can only describe the taste as a cremation.
Salute!
Salute!
Is this supposed to be a practical joke?
I'm afraid they seem quite sincere.
Hey you, Professor, come here. Take a drink. Today is for everyone in this city, and everyone should remember.
No thank you. It's not my type of drink, I'm afraid.
Sounds like it's
Cress
nobody's
gets
type
up
of
and
drink.
shuffles over to Gardner, holding a freshly poured glass of the foul liquor.
Cress, he's not gonna drink. Let it be.
He's going to. He's one of us now. Better start acting like it. Now drink.
Gardner's face wrinkles at the smell. Or perhaps the implication of being part of the underground. He leans back almost comically, as though he could dodge the glass itself. Cress. I stand up and walk over, putting my hand on her shoulder. Cold gears in a hot room. Come on, sit down.
He's not going to, is he?
I'd rather not. Apologies, but I have a weak stomach.
Come back and sit down. We'll drink to ourselves.
Don't touch me. I can walk to the table on my own, Gia.
I sit back down with my companions. Cress seems troubled, but Luca bursts into laughter after I pour myself another glass of the foul tonic.
Does it say anything about the morale somewhere here? No.
What do you need?
But pretty sure we have a record that should fix our morale.
Was Annie always so...
So, fire and brimstone?
A little, yeah. She didn't just turn on us. She sicked her guards on us the moment we said their barrier wasn't as divine as she claimed it was. Cress's shoulders tense, knots forming as her image of Annie tangles with mine.
Annie's always wanted to save the world. That much is real.
And the part about being chosen by God? That recent?
I don't know. If she ever believed it back then, she never said it.
The kid gave this to me for fixing his record player.
Usually I'd say cash is better, but this is a good one. Both hands on the wheel, yeah?
Okay. Before I mangle anyone else's morale, we're going. Oh, we have 2 leads, right? So 2 different main missions. Okay, let's take a look. That doesn't have many open questions, so I guess we only have the one. Okay, disused museum, shut down club. I mean, this is closest. Let's start with that.
The museum's a sealed-up mausoleum. Its headstone, a weathered sign, reads closed permanently due to crimes against human decency. So why is the lock on the side door brand new? I pick the lock, and the gallery door opens its polished floors and uncovered displays to me. Someone's been taking care of the place, and they've left a canvas inviting guest messages. Among the heartfelt appreciations, initials, and doodles, a cartoon Annie sulks in a corner.
Okay. Nothing more on that, I guess. Okay.
Just ahead, the sounds of chaos emanate from a group of Buckethead cars surrounding a protest group. The Bucketheads are busy arresting a token number of participants for their civil disobedience. Right now, the crowd is dispersing slowly, but one wrong move could set the whole place off. I scan the crowd, looking for any sign that things might go sideways. Everything looks normal at first, but I eventually notice one man in particular who catches my eye. His coat has been treated with a fresh coat of dirt, but it's a little too tailored for something worn by your average pilgrim. He's clearly more interested in agitating the crowd than calming things down. His ramrod straight posture and concealed weapons spoiling the line of his coat clinch it. This guy is a Blacktail's mercenary, hired to stir up trouble. Putting Annie on the warpath might just flush us out.
Ooh. These are not good chances today.
The Crusaders do their best to cuff up their chosen malcontents, but the crowd keeps inching closer despite their warnings. Suddenly, there is the glint of something shiny in the air, and the sound of broken glass. Suddenly, something sails through the air, followed by the sound of breaking glass. I push my way to the front and find one of the bucket heads on the ground, hands cradling his bleeding scalp. The mob goes silent as his companions draw their truncheons and form a line, surrounding the crowd. I dash back to the car as the advance begins. Things are getting hot. I have to keep my head down if I want to slip through Annie's fingers. The spotlighted reader boards filled up with names, but I somehow doubt Charity Grissom's short stories of the soul would have headlined during the place's club days. I snoop the stacks of dry reading material and breathe stale air until I find something shiny hidden away in the back room. A projector stocked with bootleg film reels.
Ooh. Oh, that leads through a checkpoint.
I'm cruising one of the better roads along the nation's Crusade periphery when I'm forced to brake for a road closure ahead. I can't back up inconspicuously. There are too many cars lined up behind me.
Hey! Stop right there!
The citizens here might be lightly armed, but there are a lot of them. I don't see any way to avoid serious damage to the car if I drive around their roadblock. My foot pushes down on the accelerator just a little bit, revving the car, but not dropping it into gear. I could theoretically run the blockade, but there's
Risk
no way I
major
get out of it
damage.
without
How about
taking some
no?
big. I ease my foot off the throttle. Running the roadblock would be too risky. I roll down my window with a sigh.
We're stopping outside cars from entering the neighborhood, lady. We've had a lot of shady dealings going on here of late. Vice. Temptation. We have a right to defend the morality of our homes.
I see.
Sorry about this.
So how do you want to do this?
We're looking mostly for contraband, miss. Items that would lead us into embracing loose morals. Cosmetics. Questionable literature. You understand.
It seems excessive to me, but I guess it's the right thing to do.
Seems like these two aren't exactly on the same page. Maybe I can take advantage of that.
We can always let them search the car. We're not carrying any illegal cabbages this time. Yikes, we should have. Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm just passing through.
Well, the cabbages
You can
were
go through my
contraband,
things,
so
but that's
yes.
time you'd be taking away
Somehow.
from finding real malefactors.
See, that's what I said. This young lady here has more important things to do than spread trouble in our neighborhood. Isn't that so?
It looks to me like one of them just wants us to move on. I'm pretty sure I can lean on them to let us go if things get tangled. Let's get this over with, shall we?
Clean as a whistle. Off you go.
Have a nice day now. I circle bleachers and overgrown fields like a bee, until I'm drawn to a flower made of colorful paper. The ground around it's ringed by footprints. The group was here recently. I'm halfway back to the car when someone calls me out.
Excuse me? Are you lost, miss?
Yeah, I was looking for something. Must have been somewhere else. The woman's eyes glide from me to my latest search site. I keep my face calm as I unlock the car, but I turn the key fast as she follows my coattails.
Are you looking for the recreational jump group?
Recreational
Sweat
jump
pours off her
group.
brow, eyes twitching like a bug expecting a newspaper.
Also not sure why it's a
Fortunately
male
for the both of
voice.
us, she'd said exactly what I needed to hear. Might be. Know where I can find them?
Grayson's having it over at the garage. Better hop to it.
Right. What about this? Oh, that's the pilgrimage stuff. Okay, no, let's finish this this little mission first.
Hey, over here!
I spot Benny waving to me from the shade. Between the drawn shutters, the barren front lot, and the sign flipped closed, the garage was a lonely shack, a blemish on the side of the road to somewhere. Walking up tells a different story. The ground rhythmically pounds beneath my feet while the shutters bleed clandestine murmurs.
Holy smokes! You hear that? This is it! The floating dance hall!
Yeah, I hear. Now, let's figure out how we're getting inside without spooking them off.
There we go.
A yawning vent rests above the peeling mailbox.
Rolling pretty shit today, though.
I do my best impression of a cat and clamber up, curling my claws into the edge of the vent to pull myself up for a listen. Faint echoes drift through the steel tunnel. Steps bounce along to the tune of a bright trumpet over hoots, hollers, and the occasional cheered name, Grayson. In my line of work, a stranger coming in through the fronts usually calls for a rain of bullets or a stampede for the back door. Might have better luck coming in sideways. The side window slides open easy, as freshly oiled as a hinged door. The satisfied sigh that leaves my lips turns into alarm when I hear the snick of wires and the clatter of cans.
Ay, ay, ay.
Hey, Gia! It's gone quiet over here.
The door slams open to two yelps, Benny and a man in a suit. The man in the suit recovers first, waving a placating hand.
You should leave. If you're here for the cash, they don't keep the cash box on site and the owner's out, so if you don't break anything, no one needs to know you were here.
Easy, pal. We're not here to rob the joint.
You're not? Then why were you coming in through the window?
Place is closed, but we thought we heard something. Wanted to check it out.
Yeah, it was me. I'm inspecting the building. I must have been
Inspecting the
making more
building.
noise
Ah,
than I
yes.
Inspection, huh? Place don't look so bad to me. In fact, up close, I'd say it looks to be of a respectable quality.
It's all on the inside. There are termites, rats, all kinds of unpleasant stuff. But don't be alarmed. We're doing a deep clean to get the garage back in order.
You listen to music while you work? Maybe trumpet?
What? No.
What? No.
Why would there be a trumpet out here? This isn't any ruby hair or glass cage. And even if it were, there certainly wouldn't be any of that vulgarity going on.
Too bad. Whatever I heard could have given the house band at the Glass Cage a run for their money. Might have even had a gig for them.
You do?
Look, cards on the table. You're Grayson, right? The Joe running the floating dance hall?
Yeah, I am. Nice to meet you too. And you are?
Gia Randazzo. And this is Benny. Group we're with wants to hire you for a party.
Oh, sure. But how many people you got coming? I got something planned in the tunnels next week. We can get another 5 or so, if they're hip enough to party with Aether&Iron.
Looking for something a lot bigger. Need a community-wide shindig. Something to remind folks around here what it was like to let their hair down. The sooner, the better. Grayson looks at me like I'm talking about moving the moon. He brings himself back to the comfort of Earth with a cough.
Wow, dang, that's a lot to drop on a fella.
Can't do it?
No, it's not that I don't know how, but there are reasons we're partying it up in the middle of nowhere. Nation's Crusade has a ban on any frivolous and morally suspect music.
We can really do both, but he doesn't seem like he's hard up for money. I think we're gonna go with this is your chance.
Look, Grayson, I may not be a party organizer, but I've done my share of gigs. Nothing beats the thrill of pulling off a big one.
Oh, I know, it's just, if we're doing this, we can't do it by halves. It's gonna have to be a lot of work to hustle through. Might be tough on, someone so young.
What, you talking about me? I'm the star reporter for the Crier. I work the streets on the daily. Throwing parties is kid stuff.
With every word, every assurance, Grayson's eyes brighten. Seeming distant possibilities move into focus. Suddenly, moving the moon doesn't seem impossible.
Well, shoot. Why not? Let's do it. Let's throw NC the biggest bash in memory. I gotta finish up here, but meet me at the records building in Meadowlark. Head for the lower door during after hours.
Very nice. Oh, and the garage counts as an actual garage. That's nice. Yeah, there's nothing else around here.
Gia! Over here!
We look for the drab spot of color against a set of concrete steps and a double set of ornate doors. A film of grime says no one's been down here for months. Need help getting it open?
I got it, I think. My key should still work.
The door clicks open to a long, dark box. It's like breathing in a decades-sealed cabinet. Dust and stale air rush my nose, filling it with aged paper and cardboard.
Ow!
Oh, Jesus. Gia, could you get the lights? Wall to your right.
A cloud of dust wafts through what little space is left between several towers of boxes. Grayson skips around the mess.
Welcome to the Swan. What'd you think?
Hot dog. Get a look at the size of this place. You fit a stadium's worth of Metro Maniacs fans in here.
Yeah, but it's going to be a fixer-upper. Think we can get it ready in time?
Hey, you wanted to remind people of how things used to be? The Swan once was the go-to place for a good time, whether you were a first-timer or a champion dancer.
My eyes rove the hall. For every box and stapler I find, I see pieces of its former glory in chandeliers and brass ornaments. It's not often you uncover spots like this in the lowers. What's the story behind this place?
You're looking at the oldest dance academy this side of the lowers. It was opened 3 barons back by a generous old lady with a fondness for romance and a hatred of crass, smoky nightclubs. She left it to the community when she passed, and we took darn good care of it. We used to alternate between teaching, casual, and competitive dance nights.
You seem pretty familiar with the place. Didn't just have a key. You knew where the light switch was in the dark.
Yeah, I forgot to give the key back when the hall closed. After what happened, I didn't think they'd mind if I kept a souvenir. I used to be one of their regulars. Mostly provided the music, but some nights I'd come down here just to sit. Me and others used to spend whole nights chatting it up under these chandeliers.
All right. Where do we get started?
It's been some time since I was down here. How about you take a looky-loo? See if you can find the hall's dance sheets and record player. Oh, and we'll need to see if the bar's still hooked up.
I give the boxes a rifle through and give up at the 4th. Whatever the Swan might have been before, Nation's Crusade buried it with enough staplers and lined paper to supply a skyscraper. Musty sheets, cracked light bulbs, cobwebs in all corners. Hope Grayson's got a ladder. Among inventory papers and broken glass, my eyes drawn to several footprints dotting a scrap of something. My shoe taps the pattern out to an invisible partner. Back, right, up, right. These are dance sheets, right? Where do you want them?
Table's good. I'll organize them later.
While I ankle around a jungle of knickknacks, Benny's got Grayson's ear in an interview between juggling light bulbs.
So, Mr. Grayson, the criers readers want to know. Who are you exactly? How's a suit go from pushing pencils to throwing clandestine shindigs?
You aren't gonna publish my name, are you?
Nah, I'll give you a
Nah.
whatchamacallit, a pseudonym. Gotta protect my sources. We can call you something mysterious, like Mr. X.
Mr. X, huh? Well, okay then. As for the question, I've actually always had a relationship with pushing pencils. Being a musician usually means doing something to pay the bills between gigs.
Oh yeah, you was blowing that horn at the garage.
Yeah, that was me. I mostly played in the Swan's House band, but I toured around when I had the scratch.
Hang on. The Cooper Club's Battle of the Bands, right? You were one of the acts.
Oh gosh, yes. I might not have been Silverfoot James or Kid Holiday, but I like to think I put on a good show back there.
An off-color corner pokes out of the boxes, like a hand breaking through the rubble of a collapsed building, pleading for help. It takes several minutes to dig out a stage, a record player, and a trombone and its case. Found the record player!
Thank goodness. Yeah. That, takes care of them.
Grayson's chipper mood fades, swallowed by some dark cloud cast by the stage.
I guess he never came back for it.
The who and the what?
My ex-partner. I mean, old bandmate. We used to go everywhere together. My trumpet and his trombone, too. The Swan, the streets, the rooming house. Anywhere we could play.
Used to?
We had a disagreement. But it's fine. We still talk. Well, once in a while.
Between the shuffling of boxes, the soft chatter of voices, and the scritch of Benny's pencil, the air starts to feel lighter. I heard you at the garage. You sound plenty talented. So why stick around Nation's Crusade?
Well, I tried auditioning around after the band. Briefly landed a gig on another island, but Annie's followers started spreading the word there too, so it wasn't long before I was looking for work again. And once the money ran out and the callback stopped, I was stuck.
The pencil stops.
That ain't fair.
Yeah, you're right, but I look at it this way. We've all got to eat somehow, and if I keep eating, I'll keep finding chances to keep playing.
Right, on that weary note, let's check out the bar.
The bar's a dumping ground. Counter struggling under a hill of boxes and a ring of files and spare mugs. I squeeze my hand under the counter and flip the switch. The fridge hums awake. Bar's got power.
Terrific. Gia, can we borrow you?
They've got a corner mostly excavated, except for a stack of steel folding chairs. 3 trips later, we uncover a patch of wood and a fleeing spider. It runs off behind a large pile of clutter. Going to take a lot of elbow grease to make this place presentable. We'd better get enough people to make it worth it.
Trust me, despite all the finger-wagging around impropriety and wild behavior, there are still plenty of people who want to dance. All they need is somewhere to do it.
Oh, I see how it is. It's like they say, nothing draws a crowd like a crowd.
Exactly. You think I started with a garage full of people? It started as friends, then neighbors, then friends of neighbors, then people I'd never met, all who just wanted to hear the music again.
Maybe it's the sparkle in his eyes as he says it, or the unshakable belief behind his words. But I almost believe it. Anyway, how's it look?
It's the same Swan I fell in love with. Or she will be once we get these stink boxes out of the way and start gussying her up. Oh gosh, I got so much to do.
Then we're better off splitting the work. Aside from the venue, what's left?
Usually I'd be sending out the invite. I stash location, time, specifics in the different spots. That lets the regulars know who to bring and where to keep the bucketheads away from.
No problem. Just tell me where to deliver and I'll get the word out.
Okay, sure. That leaves stocking supplies. Gia, I hate to ask, but...
That depends. What am I grabbing?
Are we finally actually
Grayson
smuggling?
Taps his thoughts out on his chin like he's checking against items on a list. One has him frowning, briefly but deeply.
Booze, music, and cosmetics. Whatever you can get. I was already planning a run for next week's party, but we'll need it sooner. Fortunately, you can grab it all in one place.
We are actually going to smuggle.
Last I checked, even bootleggers avoided Nation's Crusade. No one wants to risk getting caught holding moonshine by a buckethead.
It's around, if you know where to look. Officials hoard it for their rallies, usually get a fresh stock whenever they raid speakeasies or get a new island. If you're lucky, you can sneak off with some.
And if I can't?
We won't be completely dry. I have a regular attendee who brings homemade grape juice. It'll keep the taps flowing for a little while, just not the night, or half the night.
Homemade grape juice. Oh yeah.
Cosmetics?
Yeah. The Swan used to give guests the Cinderella treatment. Helped them feel good about themselves. There are folks who haven't seen a tube of lipstick or a jar of hair oil in years.
Huh. Yeah. Now that you mention
It has been
I've
2
been
hours.
seeing less
Time for a
painted
quick
ladies
break.
around.
Get
What's
up,
got
stretch
Nation's
your
Crusade
legs,
hung up
grab
on
some new water.
cosmetics?
Oh, they're, signs
idea,
of
Onion.
loose morals that
Once we're
encourage
through these
dangerous intermingling. Same way bright clothing or scents tempt you into pride and vanity.
Uh-huh. Sounds like I won't find any at the local beauty shop then.
Oh, gosh, no, none of those left either. But I talked a traveling salesman into bringing some in. I was gonna meet him for the pickup later. It's, by an iron gate. Tell him Grayson sent you.
You're a musician. You and that record player aren't enough entertainment?
Ah, yeah, sure. It'll do in a pinch. But the Swan's records haven't been updated in years. People aren't going to show for something they've heard 100 times. I was thinking,
Grayson drops his gaze to his feet, rubbing his hands across his cheeks as though to ease the words out.
I was thinking we're reopening the Swan. People will feel nostalgic. It might be nice to do a reunion gig with me and Freddie. The Swan's best brass players, back for one night only.
Still not seeing where you need my help. He's your bandmate. What's stopping you from asking him?
Freddie won't talk shop with me. Stopped after Annie made clear the music band was here to stay. Won't even talk about tunes or auditions, let alone any floating dance halls.
But he'll talk to me? A total stranger? For a moment, the man looks like he wants to take back his request and bury it away in the pockets of his drab suit. But hope's a powerful thing.
Freddie looks like some no-nonsense, gloomy guy. But he's not. He's the most passionate musician I've ever met. Keep things polite and respectful, and he'll hear you out. Tell him I want to talk. That's all.
Alright, and on that note, we're going to do, like the Onion said, a quick break. And then we come back and start the job. Do some actual smuggling. Dun dun dun. I need a little on break sign for my potato for the screen or something. Anyhow, we are back. And we're going to smuggle.
All right. Sounds
Possibly.
doable. Where am I heading?
The Temperance Rally. Annie runs it at least once a month, brings everyone together. You bring what you have to purge, and you destroy it with the help of your neighbors. The most devout always show up. And Freddy.
The musician swallows down a lump. I don't know what makes him more queasy. The event itself or his dear pal giving up the horn for an axe. Charming. The booze and your bandmate I get. But why would you arrange a pickup in the middle of a mob?
It felt like the easiest place to hide an outsider, you know? Like a tree in a forest. Nothing unusual about visitors who want to see what upstanding living looks like.
I'll look into it. You just focus on the venue.
Break a leg. And try to grab as much as you can. The more we get, the better the party.
Well then. Kinda assumed there would be more locations now. But no. Acquire booze and talk to Freddy. Well, nothing to it but going for it. Oh good, Miss Axe is here as well.
Brighter than the fires of hell and hotter than the sun, a chorus of righteous axes rain down on items judged guilty. Rivers of liquor seep into the ground while metal, wood, and paper feed the pyres. I duck behind the crowd of manic avengers while Baron Annie the Axe takes to the field.
We shall cut down their idols, destroy their sacred pillars, burn their altars. As Paul said, give no opportunity to the devil.
She goes to a woman struggling under the weight of crates of bottles. Together, they cast it over the edge to the applause of an adoring crowd.
Drinking, gambling, vanity, pleasures of the flesh. But we do not gratify these earthly desires. Instead, we walk by the Spirit of the Lord.
The answering shouts make the island quake like its judgment day. It only comes to an abrupt lull when Annie steps down from her perch to hold out her hand to a downcast man.
These books were my late wife's. She was a good woman. Never meant any harm, but the content is, I know. But these were hers.
What does Paul say? That the devil and his machinations will come in sheep's clothing. All of us can be deceived, brother. Your wife meant no harm, but she carried on with evil, just as my parents did. You can make that right.
Her words are the push he needs. He sobs and lets his wife's hopes fall, cremated by the flames to a choir of soothing neighbors. I tightly thumb Zio's hat.
I love a happy ending, don't you?
I jump out of my skin. The twisted melodrama must have thrown me off, because I hadn't seen the crone or her basket of goodies until she was at my shoulder.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Lamb Chop. I didn't mean to frighten you. I would have said hello earlier, but you looked completely taken with our Annie.
I think it's time for lies.
Yeah, she's a real inspiration. Hard to take your eyes off her.
Well, look at you. You're a fresh daisy in the flower patch, and you're already sucking things in like it's water.
Wait a sec. How do you know I'm new?
Yeah, have you looked at you?
I'm one of the event organizers, or as I like to call it, the door lady. When I see a new face, I can't help but make them feel welcome. Here, for you.
She catches my hand. Years of social niceties and smuggler instincts prevent me from yanking it away before she palms me a set of dice. Didn't think Nation's Crusade approved of gambling.
No, these are the cast out lamb chop. I keep them on hand to help warm folks up. Small and easy. Toss them and you're done.
She watches me with as much anticipation as the witch waiting for Gretel to take a bite.
I'm guessing it's more Where is it? Huh. Was expecting to see the dice somewhere. Yeah, that's the respec, but there was like a golden dice, right? To reroll anything. I'm guessing it's something like this, if you don't throw them away. But then you're probably gonna have to use them to get out of trouble.
When in Nation's Crusade, I tell myself. I roll them between my fingers and throw them over the edge.
Would you look at that? Clean to the burrows. We'll make a destroyer of vice out of you yet. But take hope, for even our Christ was tempted. Stay vigilant, brothers and sisters.
Bodies disperse as Annie charges forward, rallying her followers to other battlements. I slowly exhale and use the shift in the crowd to make my escape. Thanks for the welcome, ma'am. Think I'll go mingle.
Call me Bethany. I'd love to introduce you around, but someone's got to mind the exit. You'll be all right on your own?
I'll figure something out.
That's the spirit. Have a lovely time. But don't slack off, hmm? We're here to destroy sin. Cookies are only for those who do their part.
The older woman totters off, but a sickly sensation lingers. Maybe she's nosy, but she casually glances my way once in a while. Better hope she gets over a mother henning fast.
What the hell is a popper?
Whatever you think of paupers, they all share a similar story. Shadowy, glow-eyed specters at the Undercity gates. This one standing around topside like an alligator sunbathing in fountain.
Oh,
What
right.
are you staring at?
Yeah,
Sorry,
the
caught
Aether&Iron
me
secret
off guard.
police
Never
kind
seen
of
a
thing.
pauper out in the open.
Right,
New to
right,
Nation's
right.
Crusade, eh? So long as you don't shriek over some rats scurrying around, we won't have any problems.
Not worried about terriers? The headlights behind his goggles take on an intensely gleeful glow.
Yeah, the Baron gave him a talking to. Our contracts state they can't stop us from joining service, or the destruction of evil if we see it.
But you don't seem to be in a hurry to grab an axe or kindling.
My part comes later. I'll be here all night, sister, cleaning up after the topsiders have had their fun. Otherwise, they let moonshine flood the tunnels and block our doors with their barrels.
You folks look like you've got a decent relationship with Annie.
Yeah, well, it's all right. Best we've ever had with the Baron. Only one to include Aether&Iron when they preach human decency.
So you're a fan. It's almost impossible to see past the thick lens. But I almost see the crease of a brow and the upward flick of his gaze.
I don't think she's all that. But her way means I get the sky.
Hypothetically, if someone wanted to take some of those barrels off your hands, how much would it cost?
Hypothetically, make me an offer.
Interesting. This is an option. We have plenty of scrap too. Let's ask Cress.
Cress, what do you think?
I think Vince here is giving you a hard time. He wants to see what a topsider is willing to give to a rat.
Cress?
She's with me, Vince. She's all right. For someone who doesn't know when to stop poking her nose around.
Maybe she is, but I'll still need something.
Yeah? How about paying off that engine I got you? You think I've forgotten who called me up in the middle of the night?
Oh, this
to track
worked out
one
better
down?
than I thought.
And who got it to you? No questions asked. Or how about...
Fine. Point taken. I'll leave him near your car.
Fat wooden bodies spill their heady contents into a nearby drain. A barrel or two would be a hit at the party, if I can find more than women-sized pockets to smuggle them out. A spidery itch crawls down my spine. Looks like my nosy greeter's still watching.
Slot machine pile. See, the problem I have with the slot machine pile is any kind of standing on it. And it not being something you would really need.
The truck on the side is loaded, but strangely untouched. I find the cause in a letter stuck on the dash. They detail orders to move overstock to storage, stamped with Nation's Crusade seal. It hits me. I could walk out of here with barrels of booze if I had one of those letters.
Okay,
But
we might have
Bethany's
to deal with
gaze is like
Bethany
a
somehow.
hovering wooden spoon. I grudgingly decide to circle back later. The crackle of white-hot embers and the smell of pulp, plastic, and fabrics have me breathing shallow. I turn my head upwind and notice the curve of a still
I'm sure it's
pristine record.
fine.
A spidery itch crawls down my spine. Looks like my nosy greeter's still watching. Under the popping of flames and the dying twang of someone smashing a guitar, I slip the record between my coat and shirt. If the party doesn't love it, Cress will. Look for the iron gate, Grayson had said. I casually lean against it, but 5 minutes pass and the only thing that joins me is falling ash. A scrap of paper, tucked into a nearby fence, waves pitiably at me. Easy to ignore as trash, if it wasn't for the scrawl of fresh black ink. It starts with an apology. Sorry, but these Nation's Crusade creeps are dangerous. See you at the bend on the closed road. Much as another stop annoys me, I can't blame him.
Okay. That's fine.
Amidst the shouting and raucous fervor, I hear the steady chop of an axe. The man behind it wields it with the air of a cloud on a funeral day, preparing tinder for the pyres. Freddy?
Yes? Can I help you, Miss?
Gia Randazzo. I'm a mutual friend of Grayson's.
Are you here on his behalf?
There a problem if I am? The former musician snorts, giving me a knowing half-smile dyed in melancholy.
No offense, but I'll have to decline. Grayson didn't come himself, which means he wants you to ask me something he knows I'll say no to.
Another barrel slave breaks. He throws them into a pile and starts on another.
I'm not looking for trouble, Miss Randazzo. It's my day off.
I need to roll a 5, and I have a +6. Yeah. Let's hear about him first.
Hell of a way to be spending your day off. Don't got any hobbies to catch up on?
Fresh air, social time, exercise. I don't need much else.
You sure about that? Because from where I'm standing, you look like you'd rather be anywhere else. The axe comes down with pitch-perfect precision, but there's not a drop of satisfaction behind those eyes.
Doesn't matter what I want, it's responsibility. I already promised Mrs. Bethany I'd replenish the wood.
You that worried about a conversation?
By smooth talk and flattery, they deceive the minds of naive people. You give them a minute and you find yourself playing up plants in a greenhouse because someone said please.
Grayson's that persuasive, huh? He answers by chopping wood chips into splinters.
How is he?
Looked fine, last I checked.
Good.
Maybe his mind's made up, but Grayson had been sure Freddy would at least hear me out. I wait until Freddy's finished taking apart a bar top before I try again. Look, Freddy, I'm not asking for much. A minute of your time and I'll be out of your hair. I'll even tell Grayson to give you space. A tangle of emotions whirls across his face before they come out in a long sigh.
Your minute starts now. What's Grayson want?
I think about saying he can ask Grayson himself, but one look at the grim line of his face tells me he's not budging without something solid. In low tones, I show him my hand. An opportunity. Grayson's organizing something from the good old days. One night only. He wanted to know if you'd be up for a reunion. He closes his eyes, breathes slow, and, just as slowly, puts the axe to the side.
Gia, was it? I'm going to assume you're trying to help, but you're not. You're enabling him.
So what? You think he should give up? Like you?
Yes. Grayson's chasing something that isn't coming back. We took our shot and we failed. We're stuck now, so we might as well make something out of it. He'd rather get himself hurt. He'll get caught, or he'll wake up and realize it's been for nothing. I won't be a part of that.
Yeah, you look real happy right now.
I never said anything about happy. It's about making do. I've made peace with that.
And how's that working out for you? Smashing up firewood just because some lady said to fight evil?
I think you should go. I've gotta finish this.
All right, fine. You don't care anymore. So you won't mind if I trade that trombone in at the pawn shop?
If you lay a finger on it, I'll...
His mouth hangs open.
There's passion
the
yet.
near threat is good as a confession.
You're as sneaky as Grayson. I need to clear my head. If you see Grayson first, tell him I'll think about it.
Okay, that is success.
Bells shrilly scream under a beating of axes. Nation's Crusade must have raided a casino, because there are enough slot machines to fill a wing of pandemonium. Some still jingle with coins between hits. A spidery
Coin, you
itch
say?
crawls down my spine. Looks like my nosy breeder stood watching.
Don't mind if I do.
I kneel over the hill of battered metal corpses and jam my boot knife between the loose plating. A few wriggles later, it pops loose, releasing its bounty to my waiting pocket.
That didn't actually give me any money, did it?
Hello, lamb chop. Leaving so soon?
You sound like you run a lot of these events.
At least once a month. Honestly, I thought we'd wind down once Annie made it a regular affair, but the Lores is a very bad place. There's no shortage of wicked things to be rid of, try as we do. Mind you, I've been a card-carrying member of the Ribbon Temperance Brigade long before Annie came along.
Of course you have been.
I signed up in honor of my late husband.
Was he a pious sort too?
No, he
No.
was an alcoholic.
He was
Yep.
drunk. The only sinful thing he ever removed from this world was when he drank himself into the devil's care.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't be. The man had a mean temper when he had a drink in him. You can say good riddance and leave it at that.
Okay, I think we need to like destroy a little bit to get her off our tail, which we can still do here and here. And then we might have a chance to grab the papers from the truck.
I watch Annie's followers throw the machines overboard and hope there's no one below. Dodging fast won't stop
Okay,
a
no,
few
we
hundred
only have
pounds
the
of
one
metal
shot.
from going
Okay,
through the roof.
too bad.
Who knows what other treasures have found their way into the fires? The next moat's up. A truck on the side is loaded, but strangely it hits me. I could walk out of here.
Yeah, okay. So the easy way is to talk to the two guys, investigate the fence, and like smash barrel slot machines and entertainment so she bugs off and you can just go with the truck. Actually, yeah, you can't even leave here without going through Bethany. I just
Hello,
noticed.
lamb chop.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Time.
Of course. Thank you so much for stopping
Oh boy.
by. Before you... Dearie, when Annie calls to you to destroy evil, you act. No buts, no coy blushes. You do as you're told.
No.
Sorry, Bethany. Must have misheard you over the noise. The witch hasn't finished with me yet, though. She leans close to pat my forearm, like she's measuring me for the oven.
I wanted to talk to you alone. Didn't want someone jumping to conclusions. But I saw you getting handsy with the offerings earlier.
My hairs stand up.
That's
already
why the
priming
checks
for
were so
flight.
easy.
I force myself to stay calm and keep mum.
Now, simply being near sin isn't a crime, or we'd all be destined for the lake of fire. But if you did do something shameful, now's the time to confess.
Sure, let's make a confession.
You got me. I almost pocketed something, but I couldn't go through with it. I felt like Annie was there, reminding me how the devil comes disguised as human desire.
Oh, my dear. Well, I can't say I'm not disappointed, but I'm glad you took Annie's lessons to heart before you made a mistake. You can start making up for it with redoubling your efforts to purge the sin from both the city and yourself. If you need a place to volunteer, I can find somewhere to get you settled.
The fields of white-hot judgment fade in my mirror. I breathe deep the cool
Fields
air
of white-hot
and thumb
judgment.
the wheel as I go over
What a
Grayson's
phrasing.
list. I got music and booze covered. All that's left is the cosmetic pickup.
Okay, we can't go back in there. Well then.
I round the bend and send a man bolting under his dashboard. I'd say he's shaking like a leaf, but he's making the leaves around the truck look like statues. Hey, you here for Grayson?
Maybe. Who are you?
Grayson's stand-in. He couldn't make it, so he asked me to make the trade-off.
Oh, thank God. Someone normal.
Saw your note. You said things were getting dangerous at the rally?
Didn't you see the fires? The chanting? The actual, real sharp axes?
Hard not to notice. Had a front row seat while I was looking for you.
Did they try to force you to purge evil, too?
Of course.
Yeah, didn't leave me much of a choice.
Right? I knew this was an odd barony, but Grayson never warned me that young women would be screaming around the field, swinging axes, with the well on the doorstep. It's insanity! You can tell Grayson I'm never doing a sale in Nation's Crusade again.
Let's make this quick. Faster we get this done, faster you can beat feet out of here. The promise of the end of a horror show is motivation enough. He's fast, shuffling back and forth with packages as quickly as I can stow them. The last package disappears into my car when engines announce themselves with a distant roar. Our heads
Combat
whip down
time.
a winding road. Red and white cars bearing painted axes rapidly speed toward us.
Oh! How'd they find us?
Settle down. It's probably just a patrol. We'll get through this. Just stay calm and answer their questions.
To hell with that! I did my part, I'm getting out!
Listen, you little weasel. You're going to blow our cover. I go to yank him back, but fears kick the sense out of him. He slips my grip and races to the truck, tearing down the road like a creature of night fleeing daylight, leaving me holding the bag. Snarling curses, I jump into my car and prepare for a fight.
Excellent.
Stop right there! You cannot escape the eyes of Annie the Axe!
Stop right there, criminal
around
scum.
to stop me?
Oh, that's a lot. Survive 4 rounds. That's probably the more doable one. I do not like that formation, and I especially don't like that car. Projectile resistance, yeah. Okay. Let's start with that, I guess. We could move here and roast them, but yeah, we're not getting back up front like that. Yeah, I think we can do that. And maybe even this? Beautiful. Aether drained and still 15 AP. I love it. Okay, you have a ram debuff. I didn't... Wait, did I? No, I didn't use the projectile debuff on anyone. Speaking of which... I can't move here. Yeah, you can. Don't lie to me. Plop. Who do we shoot? Can move here, and then we still have... The question is, do I jump over one of them? I don't understand what's broken about the combat at the moment. Why it doesn't combine the movement and... This one only... Yeah, these two only have 7. Could have taken one of those straight out, I guess. I can still take him out. But that would have been smart to actually know. Does it make sense to weaken them both? No. Moving here is 1. Yeah, that works. Okay. Then we go here and jump here. Okay. Down. That's him damaged. Oh, very damaged. Jeez. Oh, and that's all his AP. Never mind. Right, let's see how bad this gets. That's all right. That could have gotten a lot worse. I guess first we repair... Luca's gonna repair 2 on his own turn anyway, right? I might not actually need it. Yeah, then debuff him so Gia can just straight take him out. And he doesn't even need ramming stuff, so yeah. Do that. Do a little bonk. That is a lot of damage, holy shit. And then just heal ourselves. Oh, I still have AP. That's even better. In that case... Huh. He's gonna get shot up by Gia. I can do 1 ram here. Yeah. Right now he's in range. But I can't really get... Can we move here? No. This might be the smartest move, just to have Luca as topped up as can be. Oh, actually, if Gia kills him, we could just flame this guy. Except we can't, because we can't go there. For fuck's sake. That was the whole issue. Can we swap with him? We could, but that's not useful at the moment. Yeah, maybe just swap with him. Could roast him, but I don't wanna. Ah, should have triggered that first. Oh well, not optimal. Very much not optimal, in fact, but eh. Bye. Ooh, he took another one out. Yeah, I've been ignoring these guys back here. Yeah, okay, I didn't even need to worry about him because we can just do this. I love the little Mario jump she does there. Are you still? Yeah, you're still debuffed. How many AP? I have plenty of AP. Falling back is not a problem, but going forward... So, going back 3. Going forward is 4. So I'm guessing it's 6. We have 13. Yeah, I think that works. Bye. Yeah, excellent. Him or him? It's 9, okay. Straightforward is 6. So I could do this? Actually, I could do this. It's just too far forward for the mine. I guess we mine this guy. And yeah, then just head forward. Ah, that's bad formation. Oh, well, we have 2 rams, don't we? Bye. Can we get him down? Maybe. Should have parked Crest somewhere else, but oh well. Oh, and Luca is on that thing. Yeah, didn't pay attention there. You didn't even try to attack? What? Excuse you? That's illegal. Okay, I can definitely do this, which takes him out. Bye. Which I think did something more back here, yep. Then... Is it only Luca needing a heal right now? Yeah, it is. And I guess projectile vulnerability on him. Because why not? And then we're really done. That's the submarine gun. Shredding another car, excellent. And suddenly Gia has too many AP to properly use. That's wild. Because they can't take these out with a ramming, so there's not much point to it. Yeah, let's just let's get you out of the danger zone first. Drop a grenade, sure. Does it make a difference? No, it's the entire area. Bonk. As for him... And a little ram because we can. Oh, right. We have the heavy ram now on, right? So he has, yeah, staggered. He's lost 50% AP? Holy shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've understood the combat system by now. Bye.
That's the last of them. Better get back to the Swan before there's any more surprises.
Yeah, as long as I can avoid them just ganging up on Gia and taking her out in one turn, combat is not that bad. Zappy Spears. 4 for 5. That is not bad. Medium range is nice. Aether burn as well. Oh, and that's a better repair, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Excellent. Doink. Okay. If you're going home anyway, we don't need to visit a garage because we have a good one. Hello, freak. Happy Sunday.
Got everything on the list.
Everything?
Ooh, very happy Sunday to me.
Even Freddy?
He said he'd think
Thank
about
you
it.
very much.
Can't promise anything more than that.
That's good. Better than good. It's
How
more
are
than
you
I could
doing?
have hoped
How is the
for.
heat in the
Thank you,
west? Because
Gia.
here it's fine.
Tonight's going to be special. I can feel it.
Need a hand with anything else?
I think I got this covered.
Ah,
Why
that
don't
answers
you take
that
a spell?
question.
Freshen up a bit before the party if you like.
I just might do that. Time passes. I'm back at the dance hall, hand on a thrumming wooden door, a chorus of joy and life on the other side. A tender ray of light peeks through the crack. I take the invite and step inside.
Yay, party! Yeah. I figured. It's like 29 outside here, so warm, but compared to what we had, not dreadful. Okay, that's all there's to see. Oh yeah, this cleaned up well. We also have new codex stuff somewhere. Ah, Grayson, of course. Looks more like an accountant than a jazzman to me. But who cares? So long as he can blow. Phrasing, Gia, phrasing. Looks can be deceiving, especially in Nation's Crusade, where the oppressive sensibilities of a chosen few often dictate the course of a life. A lifelong music lover and accomplished jazz trumpeter, Grayson found himself unable to secure a performance venue when the laws concerning morally suspect music in Nation's Crusade became more rigid. Underneath his anodyne office clerk exterior, there's a virtuoso musician, good lord, waiting for the chance to take his proper place on stage and dazzle a crowd with his music once more.
The stage bears barely a scratch or scruff from its burial. Either it was in better shape than I thought, or Grayson's a miracle worker.
That bar is looking a lot better than it used to as well.
I can barely see Benny's hat around the sea of suits and skirts. He's a little bolt of energy, bouncing in and out around the crowd to reach me.
Holy cannoli, Gia! The line's already running out the door. How are we gonna pack them all in?
We'll manage. If they're sticking around long enough to wait, I doubt they're in a hurry to run off. Through the waves of crowds and dance floor, my eyes drawn to an approaching pair. A musician in a tan suit, arms slung around his other half. Freddy. Finished thinking, huh?
You made an effort to talk me over. I decided to give you a shot. Blame Grayson for the rest.
Hey, now, I didn't need to do much talking at all. All I did was return Mr. Toots to his rightful owner.
Mr.
What you did with it after was your biz.
Mr. Toots?
My trombone. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go finish warm-up.
His eyes roll, but Freddy's half grin is a break of light through the gloom. He pats Grayson on the shoulder and takes to the stage with his other partner, Mr. Toots.
Anyway, before things get busy, I wanted to tell you something. Thanks, you two. I never gave up on seeing the Swan in business again, but this is like stepping back in time.
Wouldn't have happened if you hadn't thrown it all together. Grayson gives us a 15-watt smile. He takes to an expectant stage and a deserved applause. Him and Freddy lift their horns. The hall holds its breath in anticipation. The music starts, and the Swan completes its transformation. The once stale air warms under bright music and swaying bodies. Though I'm supposed to be working, I imagine myself on the floor too. Not every day you get to enjoy the same party you're working.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're still on the clock. Underground's expecting party coverage. Testimonials, quotes, pictures, the whole kit and caboodle. All anonymous, of course.
Of course.
I'm going to keep an eye on the floor. Catch up with you later, junior reporter.
Right, time for some testimonials and such, huh?
Polished to a shine, the bar's a watering hole for the thirsty and giggly. How long's it been since they've had a glass of something more than water and
Enjoy
church
the
wine?
pool. Bye-bye.
There's a trio camped comfortably together. Their limbs are a comfortable sprawl, as though the dance hall were their living room.
There I was, up 28 hours, my partner dead asleep, arms giving out. I saw the ice buckets and I knew what I had to do.
Just because I didn't see it doesn't mean you weren't wrong to do it.
Lighten up. Scolding her isn't gonna bring the prize money back. Which you should know after helping us spend it all on drinks and movie tickets.
Their friend grumbles defenses into his drink, while the pair share a laugh. The handsome-looking partygoers trails off when she sees me.
Evening, miss. Hope you don't mind some fossils taking up space.
Why not? Sounds like you were here first.
Damn right, sweet thing. We and the Swan have a history. We were reminiscing a bit.
All right, I'm curious. What did you do with the ice buckets?
Don't. We'll be here all night listening to her again.
Then plug your ears, sweetie. Once upon a time, the Swan used to hold dance marathons every last Tuesday of the month. 50 cents for admission, free food and shelter. Winner takes all.
It was your idea, Clyde, wasn't it?
I got the idea from San Francisco. Something to fill the hall during slow days. Fortunately, I didn't realize one of my best friends was a conniving cheat.
Oh, come off it. Sadism was sexy entertainment back then. I wasn't the only one slipping smelling salts in my sleeves or dipping fellas into an ice bath. Speaking of which, so, the ice buckets. Adrian Felton keeps kicking our shins, so I dropped a bottle of red ink into their tub. How was I supposed to know he'd make a mess?
What's your history with the place?
We used to be regulars. I tell you how many years we've been coming, but it'll upset Minnie.
I beg your pardon, Chris. The only thing she needs to know is that I'm the 5-time winner of the Swans Dance Marathon competition and marathon record holder this side of the lowers. Although if you want to see moves, you should watch Clyde. He used to teach here.
Not all of us are looking to show off.
Why not? Maybe I'll learn something by watching. The former instructor squints at me, then his drink. Nothing feels former about him as his hand swaps the glass from Minnie's hand in one fluid gesture. Their steps are a well-oiled music box, and each step clicks the ground like teeth against a cylinder. 1, 2, spin, dip. Clyde elegantly swings Minnie downward and upwards.
And from another angle.
Without a break in movement, they swap parts. Minnie to the side, Chris the lead, Clyde the follow. 1, 2, spin, dip. A perfect repeat of the first, etching the motions into my memory. Among a sea of undulating bodies, one's flopping about like it's her first time in the deep end. A teenage girl alternates between peeping at dance sheets and practicing steps solo.
What a role.
Mind if I cut in?
Oh, sure.
One hand in hers, one arm around her back, I guide her through the steps. She's a choppy partner, jerking on slow steps and dragging on quick steps, but she evens out with each repetition.
I'm doing it. I'm really doing it.
Sure are, kid. First time?
Pretty much. The last time I danced was at my cousin's wedding, but that doesn't count.
And Nation's Crusade doesn't allow dancing for even weddings anymore, I take it.
No. Grandma says it leads to sinful thoughts and sinful actions. Is it weird I don't care?
The song ends and we part. The flushing girl bobs her head.
Thank you. I'm going to go practice some more.
There's a line from the beauty station to mirrors of all genders and ages. Men with hair gel and women with makeup take a gander at their reflections and leave with a bounce in their step. The floor here is strewn with all the sheet music the band tossed onto the floor over the course of the concert. I'm not sure if it'd be worth anything, but it's a piece of Nation's Crusade history now. I rifle through the fallen pages, looking for something that might make for an interesting keepsake. At the bottom of the pile, I spot the final movement, signed by the band. I tuck it into my coat pocket. I'm sure a music lover would enjoy this piece of history, even if it takes a little insider knowledge to fully grasp the significance.
Huh. Okay, a notepad of all things, sure.
I catch Grayson and Freddy between sets.
Gia, hey, enjoying the party?
Freddy's humming, lighter with a
it's a nice
trombone
dress.
and an axe, but the clouds linger. When he's
To
still
quote
too
an Iron.
long or too short, he goes quiet. Freddy, how are you holding up?
Happiest I've been in years.
If that's your happy, I'd hate to see what your glum looks like. His mouth twitches downward like he's lowering the curtain on his mood.
Try not to forget things roll back tomorrow. Maybe this time for good.
Look, Freddy, a lot can happen in a week, a month, a year from now. But if you're focusing on that, you're not enjoying this.
One day at a time. A bit cliche.
Sometimes now is all you get. You want tonight to be another regret? Or you want it to be something worth looking back on?
Maybe. I'll think about it when I'm not working. Thanks for noticing, Gia.
Sounding swell, Grayson.
Oh, thank you. It's all the atmosphere. Nothing fills my cup faster than a full house and a great band made to live up to.
You really enjoy playing that much?
Well, sure. Don't you get any warm feelings when your work makes people smile?
I'm a
really
smuggler.
does.
My work's supposed to happen on the down low. Most clients are happier pretending they never met me. And if I'm lucky, the job ends with a clean handoff and a thank you.
So why go to all the effort to help me then? What are you getting out of this?
I mean, we're not getting paid exactly, but we are getting something out of it.
I'm working a job. I told a client I'd help her fix something, and the only way we do it is if I make sure this party happens.
No, you're a good friend.
Friend? No. A client's a client. I made a contract, so I'm on the hook to follow through.
Don't worry, I get it. Sometimes a gig is just a gig. But for what it's worth, you've made me and everyone here real happy, Gia.
Okay, I think that's everything and everyone.
Hey, Gia. What's the word? Any trouble?
No one's kissing the floor or painting a cow between rounds of Russian roulette yet.
Yeah? Any chance of that happening?
Wouldn't get your hopes up. It's Nation's Crusade. Even a line dance counts as a wild night out.
You said it. I've been getting testimonials all night, and these people are starved for something more than sermons and speeches. Everything they do's gotta go back to goodness and duty. It's no way to live. And get this, Annie even bans the funnies. You think I can talk the underground into letting us include some in my article?
Try asking after you have it written. Benny frowns, chomping on the eraser end of his pencil like it's a fat cigar.
That's been tricky. I'm experiencing some bona fide writer's block. Been stumped deciding on the headline interview.
What? Nothing exciting enough?
Nah, that ain't it. But we need something with pizzazz. Most barely read past the headline. We want to sway hearts. We need to hook them from the start.
I think we're going with the reminiscing old comers.
You looking for someone to spotlight? Start with the community. There's a group of former regulars who've got plenty to say.
Huh. Yeah, that could work. Memories stand against time. Old friends reunite to remember the Swan. Let's see what they gotta say.
We weave through lines of bodies bobbing up and down. The trio see me coming from a distance and clear a space for me and Benny.
Hello again, miss. Trying to make us feel decrepit now?
Actually, Benny's a reporter. He helped organize this shindig.
Name's Benny Castellano, star reporter of the Daily Crier. I'd like to interview you for the front page. Personal details redacted. What's the scoop between you all and the Swan?
Oh, sweet thing, we'd love to talk. Where would you like us to start?
You're a dance marathoner, right? How'd you get involved with the Swan?
Well, I'm Minnie, and I first came with a date. I wanted the pot, and he wanted to get handsy. I spent the night and was amazed. Class and no tolerance for heels? This is worth my money.
What's your story?
Clyde, professional dancer. Like many, never enough money or opportunities. The Swan asked me to teach when work was slow, so I did. Fortunately, I enjoyed teaching as much as performing.
How about you?
Call me Chris. Compared to these two, I'm nothing special.
When you say said like that, it says to me there's a story.
It's really not. I like dressing up and having fun with the people I like. The Swan was where I could wear what I wanted without being shamed for it.
So you all had tight ties to the Swan. One of you was employed by them. When it closed, what'd you do?
The trio's 3 shades of grief. Minnie with blotted red cheeks, Clyde with a stern front and a tight grip, Chris with her heart on her sleeve and her eyes at their feet.
Job hunted. You also stopped me from tearing that official's eyes out, right after they kicked us out of Gethsemane for arguing the ban, which was a little on the nose when you think about it.
I thought Annie had an open door policy.
Annie also has some tough bouncers, if you know what I mean. If it's all right with you, I'd rather not talk about it.
Gotcha. Okay. If you could say anything to Annie, what would it be?
I don't think I'd say much except ask a question. What was really so wrong about the dance hall, Annie?
Shrieks of delight cut into our conversation. It starts as a startled gasp and builds into a room full of awe. What the hell is that?
Apollo. Of course, he swung by.
Clad in a sharp suit, Apollo could have walked off a poster. While tongues tie themselves into pretzels and autograph requests come out in stutters, he takes them with a gallant wink and a smile. As the crowd flows towards the matinee star, I swim upstream to Grayson. The musicians flustered, professionalism straining against the same enchantment that has his audience.
Is that Apollo Diamond? What's he doing in Nation's Crusade? In one of my parties? Am I dreaming?
Couldn't help himself, I guess. Once the pleasantries ebb away, Apollo sweeps to the stage. The crowd parts, forming a narrow path between him and Grayson and me.
Oh, hello, old sport. Lovely barnstop you've got going on. My people heard rumors about a floating dance hall in Nation's Crusade. Had to come see it for myself.
Thank you. I mean, you're welcome. It might not be as fancy as what you're used to, but we are a friendly crowd, aren't we?
The hall swells under a tidal wave of agreeable cheers, swept away under the fantasy of a movie star in their little corner of the world. I feel a little floaty myself when Apollo turns to me.
Gia, darling. Fancy seeing you here. We really need to stop meeting like this.
You tell me. Why is it you just happen to crash a party whenever I'm on the invite list?
Luck, I suppose.
He reclines back onto the edge of the stage like it's one of his sets, effortlessly drawing the room into his orbit.
I heard all the dance halls closed years ago. Good to see the folks of Nation's Crusade still know how to have a good time, eh?
Another wave of cheers fills the hall. But Apollo's churning something. Beneath the smiles and whispers, ripples of discomfort, sadness, and resentment pass through the crowd.
You know, I never quite understood Nation's Crusade's thinking. Sure, morality and goodness and all that, but why's it gotta be so drab?
I don't think it should be. A good number of us don't, in fact. We wouldn't be here otherwise.
Oh, that's the spirit. I've been to my share of parties. Never have I seen someone struck down over one. Well, except when someone tries skipping the bill.
The crowd chortles along, but it's more than politeness. They're hanging on his every word, drinking up visions of a world lost to them.
Joy makes us human, after all. What's more human than enjoying life, eh? We only get one, so let's spend it dancing. Hit the floor, tap your toes, turn to your neighbor and ask, Gia, would you dance with me?
For a moment, I'm standing in a fantasy. But I know Apollo better than that. He's humming with excitement, impish humor shielding behind a gentleman's smile. What the hell? Let's dance, Hollywood.
Atta girl, 8-shot.
I take his hand and we hit the floor. Uppers movie star and lowers smuggler. We couldn't be further apart, except for what mattered. Me and him getting to party as ourselves.
Do we dance into the night? I think we do, just to see if it leads to an immediate fast travel.
Hours pass.
No, it does
While
not.
the early risers and the lightweights slip off into the night, Apollo and I hit every attractive corner of the hall like it's our last day on Earth.
What do you say to another round, eh? We can play a drinking game. Haven't done one of those since Grant's after party. Or was it Carrie?
Fine by me. Just don't blame me for tomorrow. We sauce ourselves on a game of never have I. The lavish nevers might have kicked my gut with envy, if they weren't cushioned by the occasional slip about a younger, humbler kid.
Is that enough for a level up? Ooh, barely not. Underground Gala dazzles Nation's Crusade. What was really so wrong about the dance hall, Annie? That is pretty clean for an after party. New safe house to lay low, I guess. Oh, that is another dance hall. Okay. This is locked. What was that? Okay, but I don't think we're gonna start another thing. Do we need to head home? No, right? Oh, interesting. More Aether things. Yeah, so maybe I just, How do you head on home? Hang on. Where's the ferry here? That is the ferry. Right.
I run into a standoff between a protest group and bucketheads. The former pilgrims have blocked off the street while a painter airbrushes a secular mural on the side of a nearby building. While I can't say it's a victimless crime, it's hardly the sort of thing that would concern a baron of the lowers, if that baron were anybody but Annie. Civil unrest means our strategy's working, but I'm trying to continue working behind the curtain. It wouldn't be a good time to get pinched by the authorities. I'll have to handle this delicately.
I mean... rolled the required 9 and then added the fucking bonus.
I pull up to
Holy
the
shit.
rear of the buckethead cordon and roll down my window. The one in charge sidles up to my car and leans down to talk.
Move along, Pilgrim. We've got our hands full here, and we'd hate for a bystander to get hurt if things escalate.
Listen to me. You're both being played. Someone's instigating this protest as a distraction while they move in a barge full of contraband. The buckethead furrows his brow, looking skeptical.
How can you be sure?
Because it's what I do. Look, I'm just a pilgrim now, but before I came to Nation's Crusade, I was a smuggler. If I were you, I'd fan out and check all the alleys and side streets. The buckethead nods, motioning to his compatriots. They pile back into their chase cars and fan out, leaving the road ahead free for me to continue my journey.
Too easy.
I wade neck deep into a lake of humanity. Pilgrims flood the space from station to ferry, many wearing clothes peculiar to far-flung baronies. Locals still comprise the majority, but it's a slim one.
Gia, over here!
Benny? Thought you were hanging around the hole.
I can't be cooped up nowhere. Besides, there's a scoop here, and I'm going to find it.
All right, Benny. What do you know?
The pilgrimage is supposed to be this big religious thing, see? Supposed to make you reflect on Annie's journey when you walk through. All the locals gotta do it. But there's something rotten in the apple bucket. My sources say there's preferential treatment, money greasing holy palms, and abuse going all the way up the chain, right to the top.
Guess the best way to get a fair view is as pilgrims.
Yep, Underground's got our entrance fee. So all we gotta do is keep our peepers open and look for clues.
All right, let's get on board.
Okay, that is really just the start of the next mission. So we're gonna leave that here. Ah, when I click over, we lose the game audio, don't we? Yeah. Too bad. We're making progress unseating Annie the Axe. Before we go, quick round of shoutouts.
Damn, I remember when my computer only had like a 2 gig hard drive. It's massive. Fit all my games on there.
Oh shit! All of these lovely people stream more often than me. Well, not sure at the moment, but maybe again soon. Who knows? It was unfair. It was also very, very entertaining.
Has like, damn it, camera. Has a tray like here, and I think this is a coin slot. And then I think you get the code here.
Yeah, that's fair. How bad is it over there?
I give up. Here. I think you get the code here. But I...
G3. That should work too.
Oh man, such a beautiful day out here in the jungle.
Holy shit!
Nothing can go wrong on such a beautiful day. What was that?
Mere World of Warship clips. Excellent.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, we know that one. inside is a lot worse. Oh no. Yeah, that's not great.
Da ist
As the heat kind of accumulated.
Ja,
Ooh. There is an actual other person playing Aether&Iron right now. And considering how far we are, I feel like we should get away raiding there without,
Kind
you know,
of.
hitting spoilers. Let me take a quick glimpse. Yeah. He is definitely earlier. Sinking eggs are not found, yeah. So, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you Show and Freak for those resubs. And everyone for just, you know, chilling and hanging out. I hope you don't melt. I hope you have a happy rest Sunday, good start in the new week, and all that good stuff. I'm sending out now. Bye-bye.